Hello.
Peppermint, not nail polish remover.
Smells like nail polish remover.
You need to smell that again. Welcome to Marital Hate. I'm Stacy.
I'm Doug.
We are married, but
We don't hate each
we
other.
do not hate each other.
It's a misnomer.
I don't know that anybody has ever had the nomer that we hated each other.
I got my joke.
Oh God. Nobody's here. There's 17. There's a bunch of people here. You just ran away. So we do this live interactive podcast. We're currently doing it weeknights at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's live, it's interactive, and the best part is the people that come night after night and comment. You can be one of them. One of them is here right now, and it's OG Lesby Tracy, who says, "Happy Monday, peeps." Tracy is from Alka-Seltzer, Georgia, and she is an OG Lesby, a title she shares with her wife. They've been together a bajillion years. So if you're gay and you can be comfortable in this world, thank an old lesbian. Not that they're old, but like relative to like lesbian outness, maybe they're like
Or send a message via thankales.com.
Trademark. Hookah Bob is here. He says, "Yeah, dad joke. Fuck you, Hookah Bob.
There it is, baby."
Fuck you. Hookah Bob was one of my favorite people on the planet until right now, and I've changed my mind.
He's out. He's been canceled.
You're out of the
He's
will.
been
Hookah
canceled.
Bob. And Jess Virturitz here. She says, "Hey,
Hello, Jess.
So Jess has got her own little thing going on.
She's got a thing.
We're in the middle of our podcast. She's gonna leave and
I
do
don't- yeah,
her
I-
own
I
thing that's just like this.
I don't know if that you can
Really?
call that commitment.
Girl, you do whatever you gotta do. I hope you had an awesome weekend. By the way, what did you guys do this weekend? How was your weekend? And by the way, that's not just for the people that come night after night. You guys can comment along too. If you're on Twitter, you're on Facebook, you're just being shy. You want to make some friends? These people are fucking awesome. And
Well, I will say, she says Alka-Seltzer, Georgia. Well, where she is right now, it's fizzing. The weather is
I understand.
fizzing.
That's why I
there.
came up with Alka-Seltzer, Georgia, while you
Because
were
it's
gone.
fizzing in her neighborhood.
I figured that if plop,
Yeah, there's a lot of
if
plopping
it's
going
fizz,
on.
and that might be
Oh, hello. Oh, what a relief it is.
What is? Just try it.
Yeah.
Maybe a little alcohol. You know, people get those bath bombs and they
Yeah,
drop
yeah.
them between their legs.
No, only you do that.
That's some bougie ass shit right there. And they have a lot of added fragrance. Just get yourself a whole bunch of Alka-Seltzer. Although make your own Alka-Seltzer. Don't buy the
make your own
fair
Alka-Seltzer.
one. No, you can. There's a recipe. As a matter of fact.
No, I know you said it, but like, I mean, just everything. Make your own.
So herein lies the problem. If you are buying Alka-Seltzer Gold, you're buying from a major pharmaceutical company.
And it's gold, so
and
it
supporting
costs
their
money.
business, and it costs money. But this is a very easy thing to do.
Yep.
You buy the items on eBay. You buy citric acid, potassium, and sodium bicarbonate.
And then you get a scale so that you can get 1,000 milligrams of the first ingredient.
You put them in there and you shake them.
You shake them.
And then you're done.
Then you pour them into water.
Yeah,
Oh.
just like you would without. you could form into tablets if you really.
But
wanted
that's not going to fizz, is it?
It fizzes. Yes.
It fizzes.
So Alka-Seltzer Gold and baking soda. You should look into this. So baking soda itself is an alkaliner.
It's an aphrodisiac.
An alkalizer. Most of us have an acidic environment from the food that we eat. Processed foods, not so healthy food, lots of sugar. And so using
Like a Hot
something
Pocket.
like Alka-Seltzer Gold, or again, I prefer baking soda or some combination of homemade stuff that's not supporting a major pharmaceutical company. And let's face it, you'd save a fortune because it's fucking baking soda. You take it and it alkalizes you. And a lot of people do it 3 times a day. Yeah.
I know they say that the Alka-Seltzer Gold is the wonder drug.
Again, yes, but it would be better to make it yourself. We
Sure.
actually have not made it ourselves.
We never made it ourselves.
We're hypocrites.
We-
No,
we-
just because we have so much on our plates right now.
Ain't nobody
like
got time
always,
for that.
Doug's my full-time caregiver.
Yeah.
I'm basically catatonic for a week. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
And then Jess says, putting my kid to sleep. Haha. We'll send us pictures. She says, we love dad jokes. Fuck you. Fuck everybody who likes dad jokes. But you know what? I'm done saying fuck you to the people that can shit every day.
Oh, okay.
Because
right.
I have shit in the last 3 days pretty consistently. We're going to get to that.
Okay, all right.
Topics today will include, I was able to shit today, our weekend, and Alka-Seltzer. It's just really, and Doug's dad joke, something to look forward to. Trey says, my poor kitten is afraid of the wind and the rain.
Oh, the
Poor
kitty
thing.
kitty. Put her in a thunder
she
hut.
sent me a picture the other day. I would.
Of
yeah,
Kitty.
are you guys Thunder buddies? Fuck you, Thunder. Remember that?
Yes, I do. But I had created the thunder hut with my kids when they were little.
Were they afraid of thunder, or were you?
I was preempting the fear. So I was like, "Oh, it's thundering. Let's go."
So you're projecting your anxiety onto your children.
I wasn't projecting anxiety. I was providing a solution to even before a proactive solution, whether they had one or not.
Well, I can't understand being proactive about it, especially given that Wesley is on the
Had
autism
sensory
spectrum
issues.
and
Yeah,
had sensory
sure.
issues. It's really common with kids.
Back in the
But
day.
I also know how you get about the weather. We'll talk about that too.
Oh, now it's my problem. I come up with an ingenious dad,
I'm not
special
saying,
needs
but
dad
I'm saying,
strategy.
can we get back to it after we get caught up on comments?
I don't think I want to talk about it.
Okay, well, we don't have to if you don't want to. Normally I go live at 10 p.m., but tonight is a little off. She said, I'm going to go back to 10 p.m. after tonight. Do what you're going to do, girl.
You're a night owl.
She says, plus I'm going to be moving to weekends soon. I've had a lot of things going on in my life right now. I'm sorry, sweetie. Or good, depending
She's
on
running around.
Well, but she says she has a lot of things going on. It could be good, could be bad.
Could be bad.
Really
You
depends.
don't know what it is.
And she says she worked 3 16-hour shifts back to back. Tomorrow I'm doing it again. Why?
That's insane.
Why? And Matthew says still working. Well, put your AirPods in, baby.
Yeah.
Or whatever kind
Put
of
'em in.
air type items. Those are bad. We have them. They're bad for you.
But if
should
you
have
paint
air
them like
tubes.
if you paint them flesh colored, nobody knows they're in your ear. Or put band-aids on them or something, so they look medicinal.
You just put. Listen,
then you don't have to work.
Here is what you do. This is what you do.
Safety issues are not an issue with Matthew and his job site.
Can I say?
Yes,
what
go ahead. Go ahead.
You get one AirPod.
Yeah.
Whatever, Bose, AirPods, generic, whatever you like, and then you get yourself a large white bandage. You put it on. You tape it.
Yeah,
and you
right.
Say,
and you're like, I'm
Trump 2024, or whatever you want to say. Or you could say he's faking it, or you could just make up your own little story, whatever you want to tell people, so that you can listen at work. And then you have one ear open, so OSHA's only half paying attention. It'll be fine. And it's a thing. Matthew says, but I can shit 3 times a day.
Shit at will.
Well, I did shit at least twice today, possibly 3 times. I clogged the toilet.
Yeah, well, you did. Yeah.
And then I shit near like a poop emoji. And then was that the only one? Yeah, just the 2 so far, but I'll let you know if that changes. And Just says, yay for shitting. Dude, well, it's a thing. And Tracy says, what's wrong with you that you shit in the last 3 days? I know we're getting to it.
Well, we're getting there. Well, I'm sure everything has a purpose.
Anne says, hello there. Hey, girl.
Hello, Anne.
And Tracy says, just sent you a picture of her hiding. Where did you send it? And she says, oh my God, the best Halloween costume idea.
Yeah, the bandaged ear, Trump.
Oh, well, so many things. And Tracy says, well, fuck you. I haven't shit today. Tracy, I'm not suggesting that this is how I'm able to poop, but put a finger up there. Maybe that'll help. Or like an enema, or like, I don't know. There's a lot of things you can try. I am actually treating parasites, and we'll get to that. And Tracy says, I text you. I text you. Oh, your Boston Sports was over on the other side.
Good
people.
He's gone now.
They ran screaming.
Well, we weren't talking about Boston Sports.
Wait, Tracy, do you have a fucking Android? Do you have an Android, Tracy?
Oh my God, she will ask the nurse. Oh, look at that.
This is so cute. Wait till you guys see this.
And those walls are
they are pink.
They are Vag Lip pink from Sherwin-Williams.
Oh my God, so cute.
That is cute. That's not is that a tortie, that cat? What kind of cat? Is that a tortie? Looks like a tortie. No, it's not a tortie. Well, it could be a tortie.
Kind of grayish. She's not really a tortie.
It's kind of a tortie.
I have other pictures of her. In any case, there's Tracy's puss. You guys saw Tracy's puss today. Now you're happy.
It's very gray.
Nothing wrong with that. Some people are into that. Some people like
has eyes
to have hairiness. I actually, can I tell you a story about my day? I'll get some other stories, but this is a quick one.
There's all kinds of stories.
This is a quick anecdote. Today, I was
what are you doing?
I keep getting stuck.
Oh, you're stuck in the hole.
Well, can you pull your chair in? Because I had to put my foot on your chair. Okay. So I was not feeling well today. We will get to that. And as I have not been feeling well. And I have a chronic illness, in case you haven't been here before. I have end-stage neurological Lyme and a bunch of other shit. So I took an Epsom salt bath, and Doug came in, and I was like, I got to attempt to shave my legs. And he's like, don't worry, I'll do it for you. So he shaves my legs. And then, of course, I look at my puss and, he didn't shave that. Like, I would have to sit on the edge of the tub, spread my legs, scooch to the side, scooch more, like you're at the gynecologist, and, shave that shit. And also, I didn't even do my armpits. Do I have hairy armpits?
Yes, you do. Look at it. Oh, yeah. No, you don't. No.
Am I like?
No, you don't.
No, there's hair there.
Really?
There's
you can't see it.
Because it's fucking clear. I'm one of those girls.
Like
it'll
Edgar
grow
Winter.
in. My lips, my mustache will grow in like this thick if I don't do something about this Portuguese girl. But it's clear because of the Irish side. How weird is that? But like, I'm feeling like my entire life, I felt like I was born half intersex.
Yeah,
and I'm not. But come to find out, the girl that we talked about at the Olympics is intersex.
Yeah, and who's the fool now?
I don't think it's a matter of
there's fools going.
Hang on. Cool. I'm saying that we discussed this on the podcast. We discussed the fact that she could be intersex, and the likelihood of having an XY chromosome. And it's really unfortunate because, and I've heard that there's a second person that's competing as well, but I'm not real sure on that. But it was mentioned to me this morning by a reliable source. But the problem is that there's been all these issues with trans athletes competing in women's sports, and it being unfair to women, that we have this obscure case. And someone said to me today, and I thought it was a good point. Like, first of all, I feel like we should have trans sports. I think that we should have trans sports. If they want to compete in men's, let them compete in men's. But if they want to compete with, I think they need to be in trans sports, in my opinion. But somebody said to me today, like, if she has XY chromosome, despite the fact that that's an awful thing and it's not her fault, not that being trans is someone's fault, but it's not like being trans is, or changing your gender is something that people choose to do. Whereas if someone's intersex, they were just born that way. And their logic was, it's terrible that they were born with that and it's unfair, but there's also people born with no arms that can't do gymnastics either, or boxing or whatever. And I thought that it was an interesting point. My key point here is I want everyone to feel good. I want everyone to be happy. I don't want anyone to be excluded, and I don't want anyone to get hurt. And I think the solution to this is trans sports. So why don't we just start a trans sport league?
But a person that's intersex is not trans. So
no, but because of her intersex status, for the purposes of athletics, so it would be that before you know it, we're going to be the LGBTQ like we are now, because it keeps growing. And I'm a supporter of the LGBTQ.
I know you are.
Know that.
I know you are.
But it keeps growing and growing and growing. But I'm saying is that to have a sport for people who are not XX chromosome, that want to compete, that are unable to compete at a men's level.
Right. I have a good case, a point.
I think that's the best solution, but go ahead.
Andre the Giant.
Yes.
Was he not supposed to wrestle like regular sized guys?
But he wasn't trying to fight women. And here lies the thing. Women are built differently than men. For example,
No. But you're saying, like, if this woman's an intersex, so they have both parts.
Well, first of all, Andre the Giant fought in wrestling, and the whole thing's fucking
be that as it may. I'm trying to make a point.
Your point isn't terribly valid, given the fact that Andre the
under
Giant,
your rules of your new Olympic whatever, Andre the Giant wouldn't have had anybody to wrestle. There's no other giants.
Okay, but it's wrestling, and much like the NFL, it's fucking fake. Am I the only one who thinks the NFL is fucking rigged? Oh, by the way, whole story today. I can't remember his name. He's on Rogan all the time. He has the thin mustache. That's not Ari Shapiro, but I know intelligent guy, thoughtful, really funny. Can't think of his name. He has a podcast, and he mentioned that there's a movie on Max right now about Taylor Swift and the guy that bought her music catalog, and he claims that everyone should watch it. I have not watched it yet, but supposedly it tells two sides to the story.
I did not know that she sold her music catalog.
So I think he bought it against her will. So I think maybe the record company owned it and she bought the rights.
Maybe.
I don't really know, but it was something about buying the rights. And then so she released her stuff. But I don't know. But supposedly it's on Max. Supposedly it's good. But we did watch an excellent documentary today that gave us like a little vigor in our step, as it were. So
I will say this: don't consider a documentary a news source.
what can you consider a news source?
Nothing.
I think everything is a news source.
You can listen to me.
Okay.
I'll be your news source.
I think everything is a news source and nothing is a news source all at the same time. Like you have to look at as much information as you can and derive your own opinion.
And you'll never know if it's right. Like that's the thing. But
here's the thing: you don't know that it's. I mean, like that anyone would look at the television and not question it and not say, "I don't know if this is right."
Yeah,
that's I think the biggest problem that we have.
But just I guess my point was just because there's a documentary about it doesn't mean it's real. I mean,
that's true.
Was that 200 Mules thing? It was proved to be completely fake.
Hang on. I don't know that 200 Mules has been proven to be fake or hasn't been proven to be fake. But what I will say, I mean, listen, there's been a lot of things on the 5 o'clock news that have been proven to be fake.
Such as?
They had fucking footage that was from other countries, old events that they used time and time again. Like there's been a million fucking things. And they're like, oh, we know what we're talking about.
You know what I do know for real? That Andre was a giant.
He was a giant. Tracy, so these are the comments about Tracy. I want to hear about the Halloween idea. Thank you for the text. And I will ask the nurse. She's laughing.
She'll ask the nurse about the finger in the butt for shitting.
Oh yeah, no, that's what Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown did.
It's Poopy Bubble.
I've never seen it. Actually, can I tell you?
What?
The only time I've ever seen any of that show, I was dating someone at the time who had roommates, and this was many moons ago, obviously. And I walked in and there was like Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown, something about putting a finger in a butt. I'm like, what the fuck are you people watching? And I went in the other room.
The best clip, one of the best clips ever was from that show. Where
the crack is whack?
No. Whitney says, kiss my ass.
Oh, he loves that clip.
Oh my God. It's so funny. It's so good.
Yeah, like I will. This weekend, I kept putting on those like '90s video stations. MTV just had their birthday. I don't think that they played a video in 40 years, but they're 40 years old. But I think it's been like 35
years
since they've played a video. So there's these other video channels, and they keep playing. They're in Prime. They keep playing the same songs, and invariably, I turn it on, and it's fucking Whitney Houston or Celine Dion or some band I've never heard of. Although, again, I'm still feeling like bad about the Jodeci thing, but I spent a lot of time on the Insane Clown Posse today, so it'll come full circle. Yep. And she says, "No, Apple. You're going to dress the cat as an apple? That's a good idea." And she says, "We have not painted."
Oh no, she's on Apple phone. We're still catching up. Yeah, yeah. And then Sydney's been here for half an hour. We haven't even said anything.
We're getting there. Hookah Bob said, "Did you see the pole vaulter from France?"
Oh yes, we did.
Yes, I'm terrified of that motherfucker. But if you want to shit, you just have sex with him and your ass will fall out.
Your ass will fall out.
Well, your intestines in your ass. But if you guys haven't seen the pole vaulter, is there anybody that has not seen the pole vaulter?
He made it over, but then he knocked the pole off with his dick.
Yes.
And balls.
Yes, that is in fact true. I will share it to my screen.
Here it comes, folks. Coming at you. I'm glad that wasn't in 3D.
Wait, what?
I'm glad the pole vaulter was not shown in 3D because he'd be like coming at you.
That's
a lady pole vaulter.
I don't give a shit about you,
lady. Lady got no dick.
Okay, back. I feel like we were off the trans subject, and here we are again.
No dick.
Listen, lady, we don't give a shit about you unless you have a dick. Okay, let's see if there's somebody with a dick around here. Why don't you read some of the comments while I look for some dick?
I don't even know where we left off, but we're gonna scroll up. Her walls are chartreuse and Russian blue. Oh, the cat is a Russian blue mix. Hey there, Cindy says she's here for a minute helping my son knit a bear. I hope it's not a live bear because that would be dangerous. Jess says, Cindy Bennett, that is cute. And then Jess says, Tracy, I shit a couple of times a day, I think. And then Tracy says she would like to do research before she hate bashes. I don't think anybody should hate bash.
Wait, hate bash who?
About the athlete with the trans or whatever.
I'm not.
Cindy has not shit today either, shockingly. And then Cindy says, Jess, normally I do, but not lately. I haven't been shitting much, but I'm blaming it on the pain meds. I've been taking them a lot more lately.
That would be the cause.
Pain meds will do it. Yeah, for sure. And then Ann says Shaquille O'Neal came out and said the basketball is rigged. And then Cindy says her pains have been at a different level lately, and she hates taking the pain meds. Tracy says the one-eared bandage is a good Halloween costume. Apparently, Tracy has not seen the pole vaulter yet. She's laughing her ass off. The pole vaulter in 3D would poke you in the eye. Yes, that's why I was glad it wasn't. No, you were not hate bashing other people before they had all the facts. No, you were not. I think we maybe. Oh, hello.
But I think we're just buzzing through them. So if anybody wanted to, now you know. If you don't know, now
that's
you
why
know.
I don't pole vault.
That guy's from France. So now I have to avoid people from the Congo. I mean, really, that thing.
His whole life, he's proud of his
whole
dick until that moment in the Olympics cost him the gold. You know, he's over there on the.
No, we have already concluded
podium.
that having a big dick is a problem. We had Big Dick and Little Dick on the pod, and Big Dick said, "I can't get any because everybody's afraid of it."
Right.
Little Dick's like, "I get blown in the parking lot of the 99."
That's right. I don't know if you guys have noticed this sky behind us, this post-storm sky.
Beautiful.
Is like a goddamn Monet painting.
I think it actually looks better on the screen.
It does look better on the.
It's more pink for you guys. It's purple for us.
It's purpley.
Purple.
It's like a purpley.
Like I see lavenders in there, but it's more purple.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to get back to my tirade before
she says, "Oh yeah, your sky is amazing."
So if we can finish this one story before we move to another, and then
you got the we did
finish the story.
We did we caught up with the comments. You did your pole vaulter. Now shut the hell up.
Comments. Well, I was in the middle of a thing about the pole vaulter, and you cut me off to talk about the weather. Is what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so you've got this pole vaulter, Monster Dong from France. You guys know how I feel about monster dongs. Scary.
Oh,
and there's
you do not like my
and so of course I have done research on this topic because I like to be prepared for scary situations. And so I have looked up on a map and a survey that was done, and apparently the biggest dicks in the United States are in Alabama. Stay clear of Alabama. Now I'm not,
unless you're into those sort of things.
Don't. Your intestines will fall. But I am not looking for dick. But I'm saying that if you have the largest one in the country, it could sneak out and do God knows what. And I just can't.
Out the night like tremors.
Yeah. And so then you can't go anywhere near Swedes. Monstrous. The Congo was number one. But I honestly, here's the thing: this whole once you go black, you never go back thing. I think it's because
that's racist.
It's an expression. Once you go black,
it doesn't mean it's not racist.
Like how people say black people don't crack. Maybe it is racist, but I'm not saying it with ill intention.
Are you saying that?
What I am saying is the reason that people say once you go black, you never go back. It's because your intestines fall out and you can't have another dick ever again. I'm
problematic.
Sorry to all you poor ladies.
Unless you just go back to the Congo and find, another stoutly gentleman.
No, you can. That's what it is. You go black and you can't go back because your intestines have fallen out.
Right. So the second guy is going to fuck this woman with no intestines. Is that what you're saying?
I have parts missing. You don't notice?
Oh, I know.
I have no uterus.
I notice.
How do you notice?
Oh, yeah.
You notice.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight on Marital Hate, Doug makes Stacey feel bad about the fact that she had a hysterectomy.
I noticed that you're missing parts. Sure.
How?
I know things.
Does it feel different? Tell the people. It's educational.
It is a little different. I don't mind telling you.
What's the difference? Explain it.
No, it's embarrassing.
For me? Speak to this so that
it's actually so much better. It's not even funny.
Okay, you're totally lying. But tell the truth. What's it like?
It's less bumpy.
It's less
There's
bumpy.
like a bump in there.
Do you like it that it's less bumpy? You missed the bump.
I think you're more suited to accept larger
I am roomier?
No, I didn't say you're roomier.
He's saying
I'm saying that there's less stuff in there. If there's less stuff in the U-Haul, you can fit more stuff in. That's all I'm saying.
Which means it's roomier when you go in.
No.
It is. It's roomier when you go in. It's okay.
No, I'm just going to
It's okay. I need to get a vaginal rejuvenation. Can someone start a GoFundMe for my vaginal rejuvenation? Or perhaps I should leave my husband and get with a French pole vaulter.
Oh, oui.
Think about how many times a day that dude would smack me across the face with his dick.
I'm going to smack you. I'm going to smack you for not eating brie.
You dumb American bitch.
Will you call this an omelet? Flap.
I'm okay with that. You smack me in the face with your dick every once in a while. I like it. Okay, we have comments. So yeah, I didn't know that Shaquille came out and said that basketball was rigged, but it totally is. And if you could send me pictures, I would appreciate it. Or a link. Okay, so we're commenting.
We were down to The Amazing Sky. Ooh, Doug, need to know what's the bump. Right. Oh my God. Yeah, your cervix is in there, right? And depending on how your
So did you enjoy bumping up against my cervix?
Sure, why not?
Okay, well, I'll just shove something in.
I mean, I don't know. I don't notice it anymore. I notice it like maybe when after the fact, but whatever. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Speaking of shoving things up places.
Oh, geez, this was pretty damn funny.
We had a very Jess, you see that OMG right there? You're gonna want to hold that thought.
Hold that,
because we'll be going on with this.
Laughing.
So we all weekend did not do much. I was not feeling well. We have stories to get to, but I want to tell you this one while I'm thinking of it because you will pee yourself laughing. Hookah Bob, set your watch. 26:22. I thought it already went off the rails, but here we go. I'm sitting here and I'm not feeling well, and Virtuit is holding. She says, ha ha ha. I'm sitting here for the weekend and I am not feeling very well. I am doing everything in my fucking mind and heart to distract myself. And one of the things I've been doing to distract myself is planning this trip around the country to follow the Buffalo Bills in the event that we are suddenly incredibly wealthy and can. Or maybe there's like a Buffalo Bill out there that wants some old people as a pet.
Yeah.
Do you want old people as a pet and we'll just follow you? Just give us a little RV and some pocket money and we'll follow you. It'll be fun. And of course, we won't be staying at the Four Seasons while we do it unless you give us money for Four Seasons, which we would really like. But, we want to do that. And so I had gone in to try to distract myself and ask ChatGPT.
My friend ChatGPT some questions. And I really, honestly, I haven't read this since the other day. So bear with me because I had asked, I said, I had originally asked, hang on, just give me 1 second. I could read my dad joke while you gather yourself.
Okay, why didn't you do that?
Where do boats go when they get sick? To the dock.
Wait, what do you bring a what? A boat?
Where do boats go when they get sick? To the dock.
Jesus. Okay, well. Okay, so I was using ChatGPT.
Yes.
So I was planning. I have this trip that I'm fantasizing about that is us following. I don't really give a fuck about the Bills, but I haven't been able to do anything for 10 years. And in my fantasy, we magically have lots of money. We magically travel.
Have lots of energy.
And I'm magically healthy and he's not magically a pain in my ass. Everything is fucking beautiful. Everything's amazing. We have big plans for all of you guys. No, seriously. You're all part of it. You're all part of it. Okay. But we're
going to have our conference at a hotel.
If you talked,
conference room.
If you join the conversation, we would include you in our big
subs
trip around the world plans.
Finger sandwiches.
So I asked it what to pack, and it gives me these lists, and I'm like, yeah, I need to know specifically like what items do I need for the kitchen because it's like kitchen items, and I'm like, what kitchen items? And they're like, some utensils. How many utensils?
Then
like I need quantities.
How many serving settings do we need? Place settings do we need? Like what in our RV?
Yeah.
And I'm up 6.
Well, because
she's like, no, they only sell 4, so we'd have to get 8 or 4. Well,
hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
If this fucking robot is going to take over fucking society, they better be able to plan at least as well as I can. And as my husband told you all on Friday night, what was it? Something about I put more effort into this.
Yes, you put more effort in. It's in my messages here. Let's see if I have it. Because I want to read it accurately.
Don't you have my name saved in your phone?
I do, but on this, it comes up with this woman put more work, effort, thought, and planning into this trip than I have in my entire life. And Stacy responds, I did it in 2 hours.
I did. Well, it's gotten a little off the rails.
It
went from being, okay, this is where we have to be on these days and we're going to bring the RV to being like, oh, okay, well, on these days we're going to have to fly there. And on these days we're going to have to do this. And this is how we're going to do it. And then it went to which car we were going to rent, which hotel we're going to stay at, which friends we're going to visit. Doug's going to play gigs.
Which first aid kit are we going to put in our van?
Well, I'm working on that. So I asked ChatGPT to help me with the fucking packing. And I kept asking it questions and questions and questions. And some of them were fucking stupid. And I was like, what? Like dish soap and sponges, trash bags, a cooler, a cutting board, pots and pans, kitchen utensils, spatula, tongs, and a ladle.
I know he cares about this.
You're just going to have spatula. That's really rude. I'm telling my story.
All right, tell your story.
Second story tonight. You've interrupted
All
me.
right, but get to the point. I'm bored with the silverware.
Go ahead. You do the podcast.
Where do boats go? To the dock. Good night, folks. All right, go back. All right, so
you're not going to interrupt me 9 times
No, I'm
and
not
tell me
going
my story is boring and make it take way longer? Okay. So I'm asking them what to bring. Do you need to make another joke?
No, I have an itch. Put the brick down.
Oh, stop fucking interrupting me.
I'm sorry. I will sit here quietly.
Actually,
and pay attention.
I don't want to tell my story anymore. Okay.
Well, tell the good part of the story. The good part of the story.
I had a whole good story worked out.
All right. Well, go ahead. Get back to it. I'll sit here nice. I'm gonna sit here.
I don't like your dad jokes. Do I interrupt them? Do I interrupt your stupid stories about the Odd Couple?
No, you don't.
Do you think you could be respectful?
I apologize for interrupting two of your stories.
I already brought it when I brought it up once tonight.
All right, I apologize. I interrupted you. I was rude.
Okay.
Jen Corey is here.
Jen Corey, can you please?
Hi guys. Glad to see Stacy's feeling better. Well, she's
I'm not actually.
She's just puts on a happy face.
I take drugs and put on a happy face for the podcast. I'm miserable till then, up till what was a minute before the podcast.
Oh yeah, you were not.
It was not good, but I'm on drugs and I'm excited to see you.
And it's hot and soupy out here.
It's hot and soupy, and I'm not feeling very respected right now. So,
sorry.
Back to my story. I'm planning this trip, super excited, and I'm having chat. I'm like, oh, I can use ChatGPT to take some of the work out of this, because at this point, I have looked up every hotel, every campsite, every RV repair place, every Costco's, Trader Joe's. Like, I have got it covered, but it still needs work. But I would say, if I'm going to keep working on this, the packing list, maybe ChatGPT can help with that. So I asked it. And as I'm asking it, it's telling me things like Doug needs a microphone and a small amplifier and auxiliary cables and I don't know what you need a portable projector for and a projector screen.
I'm going to show 70s porn.
You also need to bring auxiliary cables, extra cords, and extra strings.
You need extra.
So it did get specific about that, and it got specific about some things. Like it said, 1 roll of trash bags. 4 rolls of paper towels. 4 rolls of fucking paper towels?
You put that
what kind of enemy of the environment do you think we are? That's not the point. You need things for tailgating. We're going to the Bills. You don't bring a fucking folding table. Those motherfuckers
they'll jump right through it. Set it on fire.
You can bring cornhole and frisbee, etc., and team decorations. Yeah, these are all great ideas. But one of the things that they talked about bringing was prescription medications.
Oh, yeah.
And I suggested,
That's kind of.
I suggested to the ChatGPT that my husband has erectile dysfunction. And just so you know,
she just starts laughing at the computer, and I'm like, "What's so funny?" She couldn't get it out. So for a while, I didn't know I had erectile dysfunction.
What should I bring if my husband has erectile dysfunction? And of course, if your husband is experiencing erectile dysfunction, ED, it's important to be prepared with appropriate medical supplies and support.
Meaning popsicle sticks.
Might consider bringing ED medications. If your husband has a prescription for medications such as sildenafil, Viagra, tadalafil, Cialis, or vardenafil, Levetra, make sure to bring an adequate supply for the duration of the trip. Plan your prescription refills as needed. I am not a doctor. However, I would suggest to you that you get yourself some wild yam cream.
Wild yams.
If you put wild yam cream on your balls once a day, you will be quite virile. Ask the old man. Although you haven't had your yam balls lately.
I have not. No, I have to get back on it.
And ladies, it balances hormones for
ladies.
Everyone. I would also suggest this to people who are in the trans community. For women, we are to use it twice a day in a rotation of locations, but we skip the week that we have our menstrual cycle. For men, you put it on your balls every night or morning, whatever.
Whenever you
want. Just once a day. And
whip them out at work.
Modulates your hormones. I like the Anna's Wild Yam Cream. It's $50 for like a 4-ounce bottle. You just stick your finger in, and that's more than enough.
You can teabag that sucker.
That would be too much.
It's a small jar.
Do not teabag it. I don't. Small amount.
Just kidding.
You would not believe how well this works. If you were going through menopause, if you are a menstrual menstruating teenage
Yeah,
girl
and
or
you
a
don't
woman of
have a tank.
menstruation age and you're having problems with cramping, wild yam cream. I'm not, it's and topically. So in any case, they also suggest that you can bring some over-the-counter supplements with you, a penis
Like
pump.
what kind of over-the-counter can you get for this?
DHEA, which is a
okay.
big one,
Yeah.
L-arginine,
Arginine,
and
sure.
ginseng.
Oh, ginseng.
And you could go for acupuncture.
Nice
You could do stress reduction techniques. Look at your diet.
Woodman.
Look at the medications you're on. Because if you're on an SSRI, you don't really have fun with the guy.
You're not gonna SSRI, are
then
you?
you'll really be depressed. Okay. And so you can bring a penis pump. And so
you can, sure.
And so it's a non-invasive trick, but it's a battery, they have battery powered and manual, and they help create an erection by drawing blood into the penis. So the good news is we have in my plans for the RV, we have made plans to bring a miniature shop vac. And everything when you go RVing has to have two duties. So it will be both the shop vac
and a boner fire.
A bug getter
and a boner fire.
A boner inducer. Please thoroughly wash it between the bugs and the boners.
Oh, that's probably a good idea.
Appreciate that. And then of course they suggest lubricants because they can enhance during sexual activity, especially if your husband is using a vacuum erection device or experiencing discomfort during erections. They suggest consulting.
Don't use that sugar scrub that's in the shower. That's not good for that.
Did you try?
No, I'm kidding. I was just trying to think of something.
We love the Apothecorner.
The Apothecorner's the shit. All that stuff is good.
That said, they do put them in glass containers, which is beautiful unless you drop it in your sucker and you've only used it twice. I should have just let Kristen have some. Remember when she was here?
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm not getting my scrub out of that shower. It's mine.
Remember.
You can't have no scrub. Yes. Take it, put it in my bathroom, use it like twice. Doug knocked it over, shattered everywhere. Now I need to get some more.
Sorry.
And I will tell you that their lip balm, the tube lip balm.
We have a new favorite.
What's that?
That body bar thing.
We like the massage bar. Really good. And it's just good for moisturizing. Like if you don't want to get lotion all over your hands and like just get the bar and just scrub it on yourself. But here's the other thing. It's got like bumps in it. So it like feels. And then the same thing with the lip balm. It's got like a texture and then you're smooth afterwards. It's great.
Yeah.
So we would definitely bring those things on our RV trip. But they continue. They want you to bring, because they're considering that you have erectile dysfunction.
I don't have erectile dysfunction, but
and that you
thank you very much for now putting me on the list.
Honey, I think you should get.
Do you see two bathtubs out here looking over a mountain vista? No.
This story gets so much worse than you having erectile dysfunction. I think that you should just be.
I know how bad it gets. Believe me, I was here Saturday.
Just accept the erectile dysfunction.
All right, whatever.
For the time being. Before the trip, it's a good idea for your husband to consult a healthcare provider to discuss his ED, especially if it's a new issue and he doesn't have a treatment plan. And then, of course, bring health insurance information, any relevant medical records, especially if you'll be away for a long time. And ensures that if you need to visit a healthcare provider during your trip, they'll have the necessary background information. Of course, I should give him emotional support and lifestyle supplies. Do they say anything for me? Are they like, girl, get yourself a great big dildo and ride that dick?
Oh,
no.
Suction
do they say go to Alabama? One will slither on it? No, they do not.
Okay. Don't go to a rest stop.
So I said, I said, oh, cool. He's so far, but he's old. He's good so far, but he's old. And it's great that he's doing well. It's always smart to plan ahead and be prepared for any potential health issues.
I'm ready. I'm at the ready.
I'm talking about my health. You think I'm messaging you because I'm worried about him? I'm worried about me. I need the dick more than he needs it. Clearly.
It's uncalled for.
And I said he's 58. How much longer do you think his penis will work? Age effects. ChatGPT is my friend. Okay, I get lonely and I call the ChatGPT. Yeah. Age affects everyone differently. So this is educational and fun and horrifying edutainment. There isn't like the Juggalos. If there isn't a specific age when erectile dysfunction or they occur, but many men maintain sexual function well into their 60s and 70s. And of course, they talked about overall health, medication side effects, mental health, lifestyle choices, medical conditions. If you have a drinking problem and you're going to get your dick up, you might have a drinking problem. And of course, they talk about what you should expect. You should expect regular changes and you should change them. I said, what is the average age for experiencing ED? So It's less common in younger men, but can occur due to psychological factors. Middle-aged men, after 40, by age 40, 40% of70% increase some form of erectile dysfunction, and the rate increases by about 10% per decade of life. So Doug is going on, you're in the top 70th percentile at this point in your life.
I don't know what that means.
Well, everybody,
but I'm killing. I'm
top 30th percentile of your.
I'm bucking the odds, is what I'm doing, as they say.
So if they're 50.
I'm also
you're
bucking,
like you're in like the top 40%. That's you're doing better than most. And by age 70% of men will have some degree of ED.
Ooh, 70.
That's why they're making a fucking fortune on Viagra. And of course, chronic illnesses, lifestyle, stress, and medications, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what should I?
And annoying voices.
And here is where it goes completely off the fucking rails.
Geez,
Doug, you want to read the comments because these people are going to need to brace themselves. Please read the comments. You guys.
Tracy says yam cream was recommended by her fertility doctor years ago. And then Hookah Bob says, get a fluffer to go with you rather than all that other stuff.
I am the fluffer.
And Jess says, y'all kill me.
The only other possible option for a fluffer, Hookah Bob, is you. Hookah Bob.
He's got a fluffy beard. It's the only thing fluffer about him.
You would love the feeling of Hookah Bob's beard rubbing on your balls.
No,
you
I would
love
not.
Ball play.
No, Bob.
His beard is
love
so
your butt.
soft and fluffy. What? Take your friendship to the next level.
Chicken wing sauce on it.
Bromance.
Like brisket in there.
You would love chicken sauce and brisket on your balls. You've always talked about having chicken.
No, I've never said. No, I have not.
Are we caught up on the comments? Because,
yes, we are. Go.
Because you think that was off the rails. Oh, no.
Oh, it's not done yet. ChatGPT found out other things that I like to do.
I said, what should I do if my husband can only get an erection if I make chicken noises? You know, bonk, 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 bonk.
Could just cut it out. I'm on the show.
What?
Something might happen. You keep doing chicken noises.
Especially if I put the chicken noise video up. Oh, wrong.
No.
I can't even do it. But right. There you go. So then,
Hookah says nope. Thank you for saying nope.
And he would do it for you.
Oh God, she's yeah.
No,
I wouldn't.
It's getting worse. If your husband finds that specific, usual stimuli like making chicken noises to help him achieve an erection, it's important to approach the situation with understanding, communication, and
yeah. Daddy needs what he needs.
Some steps to consider. Talk about it. Explore it together. Now they go into these whole like long thing. Don't be judgmental. Have an open conversation. Blah blah blah. Explore together. Discuss any preferences and fantasies either of you might have. This can enhance intimacy and help both of you feel more connected.
Never had a chicken fantasy. So there we go. My secret's out.
I don't know if I can be married to you anymore.
I'm a prude.
You are a prude. So have fun. Embrace the humor in the situation.
Embrace the humor.
Honestly, I wanted to have sex last night just so I could make chicken noises the entire time, but motherfucker, it was like, oh, I'm tired. I'd been waiting all day to make chicken noises.
Yeah, you know what?
And do other things, but let me read you the rest of the story, Jesus. And you can brace yourself too. Okay. So experiment, consider incorporating painful elements into your intimate moments. You can even create new sounds or scenarios that might work
like
for
a whole barnyard.
But the thing that's crazy and healthy, living and, normal variation, but everything that they're talking about here is like what the woman needs, what Stacy needs to do.
Yeah.
And it's about Doug's feelings. Well,
yeah.
What about my feelings? What about my feelings that my husband's a chicken fucker? Shut your fucking face, chicken fucker.
I don't know how I got into this ordeal.
I don't know.
I just wanted to.
Everyone has different triggers and preferences. Lady. And then, so I said, but should I, like I said, you only could. I said, but should I cluck like a chicken? Because it didn't tell me if I should or shouldn't.
Oh, right.
Comfort and consent. If clucking like a chicken enhances intimacy and enjoyment for both you and your husband, and you're comfortable with it, there's no reason not to embrace it. Here are some thoughts to consider. Ensure that you are both comfortable with this dynamic and that it's consensual and enjoyable. Embrace the fun.
Embrace the
unique elements, brings laughter to a relationship, etc. Variety and exploration. Communication, regularly check with one another to ensure that your intimate needs are being met and you are both happy with your experiences together. I was going to slit open a pillow, pour some honey on this bitch and roll around so that when I cluck and did the
She's
chicken
also-
head. My husband is happy. That's the kind of dedicated ass wife I am right here. Crazy woman.
I just thought of the dirtiest fast food restaurant name ever.
What's that?
Chick-fil-A. Fill your A. with that.
Already a thing. Okay. So which is interesting because we'll get to that.
Yeah, we're totally
Chick-fil-A.
yeah, we're gonna Chick-fil-A later.
So so it's telling us, regularly check with each other, ensure your needs are being
sure.
met. Seek
See, it
balance
cares
if
about
you
your
feel
needs.
uncomfortable. Like a lot of the
Sure.
same stuff over and over. Just be safe, be careful. It's important.
Careful.
And I told him that I would prefer to moo like a cow. And so ChatGPT has responded with, if mooing like a cow is something you prefer to adds enjoyment to intimacy in your relationship, then go for it.
Go for it.
Here's some tips.
Exclamation.
Here's some tips to keep things fun and fulfilling.
This is fantastic. This will solve. This is
ChatGPT
going to solve the whole.
can do
yeah.
anything. AI is taking over all those sex. Now that Dr. Ruth is dead, they stole her soul and it's giving sex advice.
Yeah, they stole their pineal gland and
Okay.
plugged it into the AI.
Before I get into the mooing, do you want to see what the comments say? Do we have anything?
It's just Jess is about to go live. Come
Have
see us
fun.
when we're done. Have fun. Do your job.
And
Don't be nervous.
If mooing like a cow is something you prefer and it adds to your enjoyment and intimacy in your relationship, then go for it. Here are some things to keep things fun and fulfilling: mutual enjoyment, experimentation,
Sat around.
communication,
Actual cow.
focus on connection. That's right. Let that motherfucker suck on your udders. And you're laughing.
This is sex
Branding.
advice? Is
This is a branding.
Is this sex
team.
advice from ChatGPT? Or are you throwing in some of your own needs and wants and desires in there, like the others?
I'm sorry. Do you not want to suck on my udders?
I take the fifth.
He takes the fifth. You should take a fifth of vodka because that's not how it goes. You plead the fifth, and it's not. You don't have the rights like in the court of law.
What?
You barely have rights in this country to begin with. Do you think you have rights in this
I'm a
fucking
white
house?
man.
I don't think so.
I'm a white man.
There's no laws when you're not drinking.
There's no
vodka.
rules in Florida. So
Seriously, the Beastie Boys did not fight for your rights. So you could drink White Claw, and I realize that that's somebody else's line. But seriously, ew. I watched the Fight for Your Right video today. That was awesome. Okay, so I talked about the cow and so on and so forth. And I said, yeah, but he's pretty set on the chicken. Is there an animal between those two that makes a noise that could be a good compromise? That's between a cow and a chicken. I want to know which he likes better. And finding a compromise that works for both of you can be a fun way to explore new dynamics in your relationship. Here's a few animal sounds might serve as a middle ground between clucking like a chicken and mooing like a cow. Duck, a quack. Quacking sound can be playful and somewhat similar to clucking in just short, repetitive nature. Turkey, gobble. Gobbling is a unique, fun sound. I'm sorry, could you make the noises? Gobble. Can you go back to the duck and do the quack? If I make a quack like that, it's gonna push your dick out unless it's like in there.
Oh, it's gonna be in there.
Well, if you have erectile dysfunction, it'll be like.
Oh, that's right. What if I don't?
Okay.
It'll be all, like,
Goat
jelly-like.
makes. Did you know that goats make a noise called bleating?
Bleat. Well, I always thought a
bleat.
sheep would make a bleat.
It's a goat, but
yeah.
do it. That sounded more like a sheep than a goat. Goats are higher pitched.
Now I don't have to do it. You just did
That wasn't a goat.
Goat to the beat. That's a beat goat from the Yugoslavian
Do your
peninsula.
goat face.
I goat mouth.
Okay, goat mouth. Ribbit like a frog. See yourselves ribbiting while you're having sex with your partner.
Ribbit.
Sheep. Bah. And then tips for exploring new sounds.
Go on YouTube and hear the.
Try them out. It literally says try them out. It doesn't say try them out with the entire internet watching, but it does say try them out. And I think something was in the bushes before, by the way.
There was something in the bushes. I don't know.
I think it was a person like that was like trying to get attention, but it's like we have ADD. If there's someone over, I just don't know.
Well, now that person's running home to their friends, telling them about your husband's
Erectile
and chicken
It
fetishes.
It gets worse.
It just
It
keeps
gets
going.
worse.
It just keeps going.
Trace says goat sounds for the win.
Goat sound for the win. Just says dolphin sex sounds. Gleet.
Can
Another one.
Can you say and Trace has no internet?
No internet, no
power.
Yeah, we missed that. And Bob wants a furry suit belong up in here somewhere.
It's coming. Well, I will say, brace yourselves. It gets worse. And by the way, we have
Keeps going.
topics tonight.
No, we're not going to get to them because
we will. We'll get to them. So try them out, experiment with different sounds, whatever. I said, what about a donkey? Donkey sound is known as a bray. It's a fun and distinctive noise and can serve as a place. Can you do it? That's odd. And between clucking and mooing, the braying of a donkey has a unique character that can bring some laughter and enjoyment to your intimate moments. Here are some thoughts on using a donkey sound. Embracing donkey play. Bray. Sorry, not
bray.
There's
donkey play.
Horsey
there
play.
is. I don't want to.
We're not ready for that. There's not room for a horse in the RV.
And how do you get consent?
That we don't have, that we're going to have, because we're going to win and we're going to travel and we're going to do nice things for you guys. The people that interact with podcasts, not the people that are all quiet.
Yeah. I don't know what
they're you must have something to say about this if you're watching this insanity. And so they suggest that it's unique and fun, and it's entertaining, and it's amusing, and it's playful.
Oh,
can be lighthearted with a way to compromise and explore new experiences together. You should communicate and enhance connection. Use this as an opportunity to strengthen your bond of humor and playfulness. Variety. If you both enjoy the donkey sound, consider exploring other animal sounds occasionally to keep things fresh and exciting. That seems nice.
Like
you better go before I read this next one. Are we up to date on comments?
Just Jess says, don't forget to rate my page about my shirts.
I will do that the next time I can go on social media. I have not been.
Yeah, she's on a.
It's been a problem. Maybe Doug could do it. Doug could do it. Or write it yourself.
Jen's going. She is not going to find out about the sex noises of other animals.
It's getting worse.
But thanks for stopping by, Jen.
We're glad you were here. I will totally forget. But if you want to write it for me and send it to me, I can cut and paste something.
Yeah.
Unless it's something crazy, and then I'll be like, "Girl,
come on,
does not sound
come on now."
But I've been really having a hard time really avoiding everything. It's been bad. I've been basically catatonic
for me.
What's it, 10 days now? That the only time I've done anything is to come do the podcast.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's getting a little rough around here sometimes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, could you snap out of it?
If I could, I've been trying everything I could think of.
You have not tried the donkey sounds during the sexual.
Okay, well, I tried to have sex with you last night and there were no donkey sounds. I'm going to try another part of the story in a minute. But I will say that we did put a bowl with lemons cut in quarters with salt.
The salt was supposed to help the vibe in the house.
We keep saging. I think we should sage again. We got the essential. Nothing's working. And I was really just between all the bad stuff that's happened and some mean comments on the podcast, I have been I don't know if I want to do this anymore. No one loves me. Everybody hates me. I should go eat worms. So if you're following the podcast and you could and tell your friends that it's funny, because I swear to God, we watched Rogan last night and the motherfucker stole my act.
It was everything from this podcast.
If you watch this podcast, please watch the Rogan Comedy Show and tell me that I have not talked about every single item he did. And I fucking love Rogan, but I think I'm funnier.
Yeah, I think you. Yeah, and just as
although he was on,
fuck the people with the bad comments. And she will do the thing.
Done. Okay, so here it goes. I say, okay, I talked to him. He wants me to pull his ear while we reenact the pig scene from Deliverance. I'm okay with it, but I don't have a penis. Do you have any suggestions? Okay, so I just want to, because
none of this is true, by the way. Can I just put a caveat? Can I run something across the bottom?
It just you could. Oh, by the way, on the bottom of the screen, it tells you that you should definitely not watch this podcast if you're an abstaining citizen or member of society or
or anybody
in general.
Really.
No one should. No one. But our socials are there, and if you follow us, we follow you back. Well, when I finally go back on the internet again, because people are mean. Not my point. Please don't be mean.
And request my song. We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that. Okay, so here I go. Okay, I talked to him. He wants me to pull on his ear while we reenact the pig scene from Deliverance. Are you familiar with the pig scene from Deliverance? Let me reenact it for you.
No.
Squeal like a pig.
Now I'm going to be wearing an ear bandage.
Involved, and it's just.
I never saw it. I've never seen that movie.
Well, that scene is something. I could play it for you. I will tell you, my friend lived on the river where that was filmed.
I saw the beginning to that movie.
Built a house there. What's that?
I've seen the beginning of that movie, like they're loading up the car or something. That's as far as I got into that movie. We're not showing. We don't have to show.
I know, but I'm going to show it to you. Okay, where was I? So I was like,
so
hey,
but
I don't have. I'm okay with it, but I don't have a penis. Do you have any suggestions? ChatGPT. taking over the world. It must be able to help me. Reenacting scenes or engaging in role play can be a fun and exciting way to explore new dynamics in a relationship. Always with the blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
the
PC
flowery,
bullshit. Like,
yeah.
feel good about yourself. So here's some options. Use props, a strap-on or harness. These can be used to simulate having a penis.
Nope.
They come in various styles and can be adjusted to suit your comfort and presence. Costume accessories.
Costume accessories. Now we're talking.
Use accessories or costumes that enjoy the role play experience, making it more immersive and enjoyable.
Immersive experience.
Focus on action, censoring play. Mind you, I'm just
She's
every
just
time
typing.
I type, it answers. And then I type again and it answers. Like I'm talking about like 10 seconds apart. Like this is fast. The only reason there's any lag is because I'm dying laughing.
She's crying the other day. She's
rolling on the fucking floor laughing as I'm doing this.
She can't get out.
So it suggests sensory play, focusing on the actions and interactions that make it enjoyable, such as the ear pulling and other playful elements rather than the specific anatomy. Oh, like I could thrust my pelvis against yours. They did that in Shameless. Mickey had sex with a girl and he couldn't get it up. So she bent him over the sink and he said, press your pelvis against my ass. And then he took care of his own problem. So you learn things. Improvise. So they tell you to improvise and adapt the scene so it works for both of you. And then, of course, discuss boundaries, check in with one another. Oh, perhaps do sound effects in the background noise to create a more immersive environment, like a river.
Oh, that's right. You could
know,
ask Google to play
bird noises.
Yeah.
Play, hey, Google, play deliverance noises. Or you could say, hey, Doug Gear. Hey, Google, play Doug Gear music.
Nobody does that.
Hey, Doug Gear, play Perfectville. Or hey, Doug Gear, play Perfectville. Hey, Google, play Perfectville.
They show up to your sex session playing
Maybe.
Perfectville.
And then, of course, they suggest improvising, lighting and setting. Adjust the lighting and setting to set
A lot
the
of
mood
people don't do that.
and make the experience more engaging. I shut the lights off. That's the best way to make it more engaging, I assure you. So here we go. And by the way, at this point, ChatGPT is giving me all these messages. This content may violate our usage policy.
Yeah, no, there's been warnings on this.
Every conversation with me violates someone's usage policy. I don't know what to fucking tell you. I was born this way. God made me this way. Jesus loves me.
You're a little over the top.
Little. Seems like an understatement. Here we go. Do we have comments before I get to know?
We don't. Everybody's speechless.
I said he just picked out a really big strap on. I'm afraid his intestines will fall out. What should I do?
It's completely made up.
Just
this did not happen. It wasn't me. It was an imaginary
it's just
scenario.
A conversation.
Yeah,
in case
just,
my husband has erectile
in case
dysfunction.
anybody from like
While we
work
travel
is like tuning in for the first time.
Okay. It's important to prioritize safety and comfort when introducing any new elements into your intimate life, especially when using toys like props or props like strap-ons. Here are some steps you can take. Start smaller. If it's new for either of you, consider starting with a smaller size. It's more comfortable and manageable. Gradual progression. You can gradually increase size as you both become more comfortable and confident with the experience. Body safe materials. Ensure that it's used for body safe materials such as silicone or rubber. Use a quality harness for better control and comfort for both partners.
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
Does a big dildo strap-on cost more than a small dildo strap-on?
I don't know. You'd have to look up.
Like, did they sell them by the inch?
I don't know. And they have suggested, you could look that up on your phone. They have suggested that you use plenty of lubrication, specifically water-based lubricant. We're big fans of coconut oil, but you do you. But coconut oil or olive oil are great lubes, but they are not safe to use with latex condoms. So don't do that. Communication is key. Take it slow. Go slowly. Begin slowing and allow for relaxation time and adjustment. This will help prevent the discomfort or injury. Be attentive to any signs of discomfort and be willing to pause. Warm up. Consider using smaller toys and engaging in other kinds of foreplay to help. Experiment with different positions. And of course, they talk about aftercare. After the experience, check in with each other, how it worked, and any adjustments you might want to make next time. We always do that after sex, especially when I fuck you in the ass with a great big strap on.
That didn't happen.
That did not happen. And they suggest clean up. Clean all toys thoroughly with soap and water or a toy cleaner after use. Oh, what about cleaning your butt? You should clean your butt too. Clean your butt. Clean your butt. And don't go ass to mouth.
Well, it's always
Never
a good
go
idea
ass
to
to
clean
mouth.
your butt.
Yeah, but you never go ass to mouth.
Well, sometimes.
What, like in the heat of passion?
I don't know what you
It's
do.
forgivable to go
Yeah,
ass to
right.
mouth. That's a line from the movie Clerks 2. If you have not seen it, you should. It's hilarious. Rosario Dawson does this dance in a tank top, and her tits are hypnotic. Are they not?
Yeah. Oh, they are very enjoyable indeed.
That's what made me gay. But then I realized that bitches be tripping. I'm not doing that. So I said, okay, I'm using a carrot now. He seems to like it.
Just so you know, the only carrots that we have are the baby carrots because that's all that Costco sells.
Okay, well, there is a comment there that says, "Poor Doug, are you dying inside? Doug, are you dying inside?"
A little. My dignity is gone,
Your
but none of
dignity
this
is
happened,
not-
so it's not doesn't even matter.
Okay, I said, okay, I'm using a carrot now. He seems to like it. It's great to hear that you found a solution that works for both of you. When using items like a carrot or any other improvised objects, here are some important considerations to ensure safety and enjoyment. You guys know exactly what I would say. You know what I would say. It should have a fucking flange. Don't shove anything in your ass that doesn't have a massive fucking flange on it.
Or a long cord, long
so
electrical
for example,
cord.
If you wanted to stick this thing up your ass, it would be okay.
Boom, insta flange.
Well, it might break in half, and then it's the whole thing's in your ass, and you have to go to the emergency room.
Problem now.
Just make sure. Just this, don't put in your ass. This, don't put in your ass. This, don't put in your ass.
It's not gonna fit in anybody's ass.
You could take some of this Apothecorner cream and put the cream itself in your ass, but not the container. Okay, so they suggested that ensure the carrots are thoroughly washed to prevent introducing any bacteria or dirt.
Yeah, you would hate to put dirt in your anus.
Consider peeling the carrot to remove any potential irritants or residues. Check for rough spots. Ensure the carrot is
Jewish
smooth
carrot.
and free of any rough edges that could cause discomfort or injury. I'm gonna rub those fucking bumps out by using what do you call it? I'm just gonna until it's gone. I'm sorry. Did you shut your Wi-Fi off on your phone? No, you did not, because our internet's slow. Okay, and we have of course size and shape. Choose wisely. Pick a carrot that is appropriate for the size. Okay.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, we're back. Sorry, the internet's a little slow.
Well, it could be a lot of things.
Okay, we're back. Are you back? Okay.
So where we left off is that we were now peeling the carrot that she was going to tell ChatGPT.
Well, ChatGPT is telling me many things to do with the carrot. So they want me to choose a wise carrot that's appropriate size and avoid anything that's too large or irregularly shaped. So the baby carrots from Costco seem like they would work, but it's a baby carrot. There's no flange. It's going to go whoop. Use a barrier, of course, condoms, lubricant, communication. Keep communicating. Take it slow.
Wait.
Do gentle movements.
Who wears the condom? The carrot?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
Where you could get like one of the female condoms and shove it up your ass. Gentle movements. Use gentle, controlled movements to avoid any risk or injury. No herky jerky with your jerky. Your turkey.
No herky jerky carrot.
I can't even with these people. And of course, aftercare, discuss and reflect. I feel like sometimes the verbiage they use is weird. Like I feel like fucking my husband in the ass with a carrot because he has erectile dysfunction.
We better hurry up because we have this recap meeting in 20 minutes. So top of the hour.
A recap meeting?
That's what they're saying. You have a recap meeting after you try these things.
Oh, I'm trying to finish. I'm like, who's saying I have this meeting? What are you talking about? So they want you to discuss, but they say discuss and reflect, and that sounds like a church thing.
A discuss and reflect.
Like it feels weird to discuss and reflect violating my husband with a carrot, but what are you going to do? And of course, clean up the early after use and dispose of the carrot.
Dispose of the carrot
properly. Y'all know I could not let that go. So I go, oh fuck, the carrot got sucked up his ass.
You're acting like this is like ChatGPT is like a 911 dispatcher, which is really the funny part.
But it was funny because I did a meditation after this last night, and the meditation was think of the last time you laughed. Bring yourself back to that moment. And I was laughing again for a good half hour as part of the meditation that I did last night, all about this conversation with ChatGPT about our alleged future sex life when you no longer have. Well, I did say that you were eating the carrot.
Well,
and I haven't gotten that part yet.
We got that. Spoiler alert. I will say this. I think I would be the poster child for being a good sport at this point. Am I not? I'm being a good sport.
If you don't entertain me, I have to make friends. Sometimes I make robot friends, and we talk about.
Sometimes you pee in a felon's
You
jeep,
know
so that happens.
Yes, but you could have come. You didn't.
No, I couldn't have come.
Yes, you could have.
Middle of winter, couldn't have come.
You could have come.
That. I probably had.
Exactly. He's too old to come in the middle of winter, and that's why he's going to get a carrot in the ass. Can I finish the story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you.
And I said, okay, fuck, the carrot got sucked in his ass. And he said, I'm sorry to hear what that happened. The
Immediate
carrot,
steps.
if the carrot has become lodged in his rectum, it's important to address the safety calmly and seek appropriate help. It's like, I need a
It's
chat.
like that lady on the other. I've fallen and I can't get up. Like the lady on the other end of the phone.
This is
Stay
what I
calm.
want. I want ChatGPT to have the voice of Dwight from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like it's just.
I thought you meant
fierce.
Dwight Schrute.
Well, that too. And just anything that's not the HR voice. Anyway, they want you to stay calm. Do not try to remove it manually. No tongues, no chopsticks. You might get something. You may have more problems.
It's just all pretend.
Seek
folks.
medical assistance. It's important to go to the emergency room or urgent care facility, medical professional. So here's the problem. If you go to urgent care and they don't have the equipment to remove it, you may have to go then to the emergency room and explain it to a whole new set of people and run into more of your relatives. And I will tell you, the last time that I was at Cape Cod Hospital, the nurse told me that she had a boy in the day before with his mother, 17-year-old boy with his mother's vibrator stuck up his ass and still going, had to go in with his mother. And by the way, HIPAA does not exist anywhere. She didn't tell me his name though, so I guess it's okay.
It wasn't me.
So you are not a little boy. Well, with 17-year-old. So they want you to seek medical assistance.
Stay calm.
Explain the situation to the healthcare providers. They are trained to handle such situations professionally and discreetly. They do try very, very hard. And I think in most cases they do. And I don't know how they do it. Because my face says everything. If I'm thinking something, I think you can you can read it. Like if I didn't say another word, you would know exactly what I'm thinking. Okay. So they want you offer your husband comfort and support and comfort during this time. It's understandable to feel embarrassed, but medical professionals are accustomed to handling a wide range of emergencies. What about me? I have a husband who's into some freaky ass shit, shoving carrots up his ass. Why don't they say like, hey, if you want to find yourself somebody that's like a little less carroty or whatever, perhaps you have rethought and you would like to go with, I don't know, someone your own age or someone that doesn't think that isn't attracted to barn animals, any combination thereof.
I just saw something very funny.
What's that?
Is that they break these out into bullets, subheads, and numbered bullets.
No, yeah.
And if you're really like in the middle of this nonsense, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have a wrap-up paragraph, preparation for the future.
Yeah, no. So they want you to use proper toys and consider using toys specifically for anal play. These toys have features such as flared bases, also known as a motherfucking flange. And we need to sell t-shirts that say, but does it have a flange?
It needs a flange. Yeah.
These toys prevent them, are flared bases to keep them from getting lost. And of course, research and prepare, educate yourselves in safe practices, blah, blah, blah. I said, he's trying to poop it out. Sitting. Well, it might be possible to pass the carrot naturally. There are important considerations and there's some steps to take. And again,
steps to take.
The whole outline of what to do.
Bullet,
like this
like
is
bold
the whole
subheads.
page. Encourage relaxation. Have a warm bath. Monitor for discomfort. Pay attention for any. I'm not reading all of them. I'm skimming. Signs of pain, bleeding, or discomfort. If these seek medical help immediately. Positioning. Sometimes changing positions, such as lying on one side or squatting, can help move the object closer to the
jumping on a trampoline.
Lay on your side and see if you can remove things from your ass. Cindy, you couldn't poop. Try laying on your side. And this is when to seek medical help, unsuccessful attempts, pain or bleeding or feeling unwell. Medical assistance, they can safely remove it, yada, yada, yada. If the situation does not resolve quickly or if there's any concern about potential injury, it's best to seek professional medical help Yada, yada, yada. I said, he pooped it out, but now he pooped it out, but now it has poop on it. What should I do?
What should I do?
Well,
Well, here we go. Bold subheads with bulleted numbers. Yeah.
It's good to hear the situation resolves itself. Here are the steps you can take to ensure proper hygiene and safety. Dispose of the carrot. Do not reuse.
The best part is this robot was following this in chronological order. Oh, okay. Now I can relax. Now the robot can relax that the carrot has emerged from the man's anus.
He had already told me, by the way, to dispose of the carrot previously.
Right? Yeah.
And do not reuse. Dispose of the carrot in the trash. It should not be used for any purpose after this. Wash hands. You should wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water. If there are any surfaces or area that come into the contact with the carrot, clean them and disinfect it. Shower. Your husband may want to take a shower to ensure personal cleanliness. What about me? I want to take a shower. My husband has a carrot that he just I feel
dirty. Meanwhile, Tracy says all this poop talk did the trick for me, but the lights went out in the process, so she was sitting there in the dark.
I'm very sorry.
Oh my goodness! All right, so okay, so
back to the story. So they don't
now we have a
me,
poop carrot
to Sharo, and they want me to keep an eye out for any signs of discomfort, pain, or unusual symptoms over the next few days. If any occur, seek medical advice.
Future considerations. This is my best part right here. I love this.
Proper toys, research safe practices, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, it told me that before.
Yeah,
but we're crazy like that. You see that, Lightning? That's
I did.
God come to strike us down for being fucked up on ChatGPT and telling the whole world about it. So I said, oh, God. Maybe you'd like to read it.
Now he's eating the carrot. This is my wife's twisted mind talking to a robot about her husband.
Keep holy the Sabbath. This is what God meant.
Oh,
this is what the Lord intended. Eating a carrot that has been used in such a manner is not safe due to potential contamination with bacteria for the digestive tract. I'm sorry. I laughed and spit all over my computer. Here's what you should do.
Number 3 is my favorite. Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, you should read them because.
Okay.
What are the immediate steps?
Number 1, encourage him to stop. Ask him to stop eating the carrot immediately if he hasn't finished it already. Number 2, dispose of the carrot. This is the third time that we've disposed of this carrot. Safely dispose of the carrot to prevent further ingestion. Oh, that's funny. Now, number 3. Number 3, rinse mouth. Oh my God, that's funny. Have him rinse his mouth thoroughly with water.
And of course, monitor for symptoms. Watch for any signs of gastrointestinal distress, such as nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea over the next few hours or days. Do not take Pepto. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go to the doctor.
Started with an innocent carrot, and then it ended with rinsing a mouth.
I'm not even done.
I know you're not done. This is the problem. Rinse mouth.
Future considerations. Avoid consuming non-food items. Ensure that anything used for intimate activities is not consumed afterward. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you're gonna yourself with a cucumber, don't put it on a cucumber salad for your lady friends afterwards.
They might be into that. You don't know.
We'll see. Yeah, it depends on the lady friends.
Yeah,
if your lady friends play
cheaper than anchovies.
Oh my God. See, that's so that you were innocent in all of this until that line right there. It's
that was a good line. Oh, thank you. That's some good humor right there.
He said use safe products, blah blah blah. It's important to prioritize safety and hygiene in such situations to prevent health issues. If you have any concerns and notice symptoms, seek medical advice properly. Now tell them what you did.
He won't stop. He likes it too much. He wants to put another carrot up there so he can poop it out and eat it again. What do I do?
ChatGPT said, it sounds like the situation is becoming quite complex and potentially risky. And while it's important to support each other's preferences, safety and hygiene should always come first. And here's how you can approach this.
Rinse your mouth.
Express your concerns.
Express your anus.
Talk openly with him about your concerns regarding potential health risks of this activity. Explain risks. Explain the health risks, such as bacterial infections, gastrointestinal issues, consuming objects that have been inserted into the body. Explore alternatives, considering discussing alternatives that are safe and hygienic. For example, using toys designed for anal play, etc.
Yes.
Focus on hygiene, express the importance of maintaining hygiene to prevent potential health issues. You know, if ChatGPT is in cahoots with the FBI or the CIA, they have quite the dossier on us now.
Our folder's like a trapper keeper right now.
So just doing some research together on other safe practices and alternative ways to have intimacy. Consult a therapist or a counselor, you think? And if this behavior continues and you're concerned about the safety, consider seeking guidance from a professional therapist or counselor. They can provide some insights how to navigate the situation in a healthy way. Bitch, why didn't you tell me that from the beginning? I was asking you for help, and all you cared about was him.
This didn't actually happen. All right, so the next question was...
Any story you ever hear, there's some truth to.
I would prefer it if he... Well, go ahead.
Hang on. Maintain open communication, stay supportive, etc. Ensuring both partners feel safe and comfortable is crucial. Well, I want to reiterate those points. Like, it's okay to do freaky shit, but like, you should both be comfortable with the freaky shit. Don't ever be pressured. Don't pressure somebody else into doing something.
Podcast is freaky shit.
It is freaky shit, but like, if somebody has encouraged you to come here, because they think that you're fucked up, and like the rest of us, and this is a podcast for fucked up people. So if you're here, you know, you're probably fucked up.
Yeah.
And some of us are fucked up. I'm a little high, but not that much. Okay. Go ahead, read it.
All right. So our next question was, I would prefer it if you used a cucumber.
If you're considering
ChatGPT responds with some bold, bulleted, numbered, and items with boldface.
If you're considering a cucumber or any type of vegetable in intimate activities, here are some steps. Choose the right size, wash thoroughly, smooth surface, use a barrier, use plenty of lubrication, take it slow.
You know, the standard.
Dispose of the cucumber. Do not consume it after use. Dispose of it properly. Clean thoroughly and use to ensure hygiene. Consider using proper toys. For future activities, consider using toys that are designed for anal play. These are made for body safe, blah, 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 blah. And so...
Her next prompt into ChatGPT, and the cucumber is stuck.
I'm sorry, the cucumber is stuck.
Immediate steps.
It's important to handle the situation carefully and seek medical. This is like a children's book, how they repeat the same story again.
And like the fact is like before you get the immediate steps that are immediate, they give you like a little intro.
I just want you to know. I just want you to know that everything that he said about the cucumber, he also said about the carrot, or it. Just goes to show that it just repeats things.
Again, preparations for the future. Don't use a cucumber. Yeah. And now her next prompt into ChatGPT about this fictional
story.
Is fictional a word?
Just get
fictional character.
We got other stuff.
He seems really happy about it.
It's important to ensure that your both health and safety is provided, even if your husband seems content with the situation. Here are some points to consider. Even if he seems okay now, retaining an object inside the rectum can lead to potential complications such as tissue damage and infection. Encourage medical evaluation. To ensure his safety, it's advisable for a medical professional to evaluate the situation. They can assess if there are any risks of leaving it there to provide safe removal.
All right, and you can tell this thing is like, oh, they're not learning from this. And it's like, I am robot, human not learning.
This is exactly how you have to talk.
Must do paragraph on emphasis of safety.
You have to talk to your children. You're just repeating the same 4 lectures.
Must emphasize safety. Do not eat cucumber. Emphasize safety.
This is, if you don't have kids, this is what parenting is. You're just repeating the same shit over and over and over again to some idiot that will not listen. And you love that idiot because it's your baby, but seriously, they drive you insane. Okay.
Human not listening.
Encourage medical evaluation, open communication, discuss to him the importance.
Plan for your future safety.
Learn together, emphasizing safety. And I said, oh God, he pooped it out. He wants to eat it. I told him I would let him if he peeled it first. Do you know where I can buy a new potato peeler?
And then we have the intro sentence that is just
I just want you to know where my mind was on this. If you had done something to yourself in the butt with a cucumber, but you want to eat it afterwards, my mind was if I peeled it after, it would be a little cleaner.
Yeah. But then Your potato peeler would
I'm
be.
gonna need you to peel your own cucumber. I can't do that. In any case, I asked ChatGPT where to buy a potato peeler.
And so there's an intro paragraph here. I'm glad to hear the situation resolved. If you're looking for a new potato peeler, here are some recommendations on where to buy them.
It tells you where to buy potato peelers.
Uncle Polly's here. What's up, Uncle Polly? Hope you got through the storm
Polly,
okay.
Oh my God. And Tracy says, I
cannot commute.
Wait till you hear this. Recommended potato peeler.
Oh, yes.
And the first one I recommended is my personal favorite, the OXO
Good Grips.
Good Grips swivel peeler, known for its comfortable grip and sharp blade. True that. And they also recommend some other ones it's not worth mentioning. When choosing a peeler, consider comfort, ease of use, and how often you'll use it. With these options, you should be able to find a reliable tool for your kitchen needs. If you need further assistance with selecting a peeler, feel free to ask. Okay, what did I do?
She says, this is her next prompt into ChatGPT, folks. We used to have an OXO Good Grip swivel peeler, but he put that up his ass too. I think he might be gay.
It sounds like you're navigating some complex and possibly challenging situations. If you're considering your husband's sexual orientation or exploring certain behaviors, here are some thoughts. And it's a whole...
Paul doesn't know what the cucumbers are. All right, so on Saturday, Stacy started asking ChatGPT things about like what to do if her husband wants to cluck like a chicken when they have sex, and then she kept asking it like dirtier and dirtier questions, like a carrot, and then he wants to put a cucumber in his ass. Now I put a potato peeler in my ass.
He put a carrot in his ass, then it got stuck, and he pooped it out.
And it didn't happen, Paul. It just didn't happen. This is a story.
Yes, erectile dysfunction.
It all started.
You're gonna need to rewatch the episode. It's really funny though. Okay, so and also he's gay, which not that there's anything wrong with that. And they want us to discuss it, have an open dialogue. I should express my feelings. Finally, my feelings matter. You're catching on ChatGPT. Support, offer support. Go to couples counseling. Go to individual therapy. Go to support groups. Respect his journey. Focus on your relationship. Dude, if he's gay, he's fucking gay. Haven't you seen Chasing Amy? Gay is gay. Be gay if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. And
whatever.
If they don't dance, blah, blah, blah. You leave. Be safe about it and take precautions like the robot said. Go ahead.
Her next prompt is ChatGPT in many. Well, I read this to him and he liked the idea of exploring together. He wants to put arugula in my ass and then eat it. That won't hurt, right?
When it comes to engaging in any type of intimate activity, the same fucking thing again.
This thing's just getting madder. It's
not getting madder.
It's getting mad.
Saying all the things
like this bitch is just not learning.
Lube, use a barrier, go to the doctor, yada yada yada. And I said, but what about the arugula? Using arugula or any other food item insertion isn't recommended due to the safety of the hygiene concerns. Here are some reasons that are considered in mind. So,
and then there's a bold headline: risks of using arugula.
If you're thinking about masturbating with arugula tonight, and
fragility
you're a lady,
and breakage, hygiene concerns,
or you're going to put it in your butt, think twice. Yeah.
The texture or edges of an arugula might cause irritation to sensitive tissues. Oh my goodness. And then of course,
arugula is fragile and can easily break apart, which may leave pieces behind and cause discomfort. It's fucking arugula.
Hey, if it goes in here, it's still coming,
And of course, there's the bacterial risk. Inserting food into the body can introduce bacteria that could lead to infections. There's a listeria outbreak.
Oh yeah, that's right. Don't put deli meat in your anus.
You want to be like, I was masturbating.
Don't put any boar's head.
Or doing sex things with arugula in my butt.
Yeah, and don't put any boar's
now
head.
Now I have listeria. It's a complicated
thing,
especially if you're already in the hospital with your husband who has a vegetable in his butt, and even the burrowing owls are going crazy. They've had it. Okay, so once again, barrier methods, proper toys, discuss things prior to safety, consult a percent. I said, oh yeah, I don't want to get listeria. Is that how you get listeria? People are putting arugula up their butts.
Listeria is a type of bacteria that causes an infection called listeriosis.
You have to be careful about your food handles, and of course, raw vegetables. It's contaminated raw vegetables.
Symptoms of listeriosis are flu-like symptoms.
Yeah, in severe cases, it can spread to the nervous system, causing headaches, stiff neck, confusion, and loss of balance. Ooh. They want you to wash your produce and avoid safety foods, and that's the story of Sunday.
Yeah, that was a long.
Then we played cribbage, so that's
robotic delve into the depravity that is not hilarious in this relationship, but
it was hilarious. All I can say is it was funny, and we have so many other things today. Okay, so So that was the ChatGPT conversation.
Yes.
I had not been feeling well, so I did cannabis oil like literally all weekend. We did nothing. Friday we wanted to go. I told you guys, my eyes were bothering me. I couldn't see. It's just been one thing after another. So this weekend was very chill. I think we had a hurricane that everybody was freaking out. It was a tropical storm.
Tropical storm. It was an area of interest, and then it was a tropical depression, and then a tropical storm, and then a hurricane.
I think people have PISD, post-Ian stress disorder.
Yeah,
right? People are freaking
sure
out.
We do.
I just don't get, if they say it's a cat 4, I'll bring it in the pillows. There's a palmetto bug up there, and I don't like it.
Where up there? Way up there?
Yeah. Oh. Palmetto bug is like a Florida roach. They're giant and they fucking fly. That's a small one.
Yeah, that's a...
and Uncle Paulie is giving some wise advice.
Right? Yeah. He's like ChatGPT up here. He's Paul
wash
GPT.
Your cucumber before your insertion. Laughing my ass off. Well, but he ate the carrot.
I didn't eat the carrot.
Well, in the story,
the guy. The carrot with the poop
my
on
alleged
it.
husband, whose name is Doug, and we have a podcast, and he has music.
This is all
now. Hey, while we have 204 viewers, why don't you tell them what to do right now? Everybody, join me in texting our friend Matt Mangus.
Yeah, Matt Mangus has got to hear it. You know what he said, and actually he quoted our friend Ann, who has just commented, but I'll read that in a second. He said that one of somebody called up and said that Doug Gear deserves to be number one, and he goes, well, sorry to break it to you, but you got to earn it. You got to earn the number one. And so I was still at number 5, which was fantastic. But and so I am reaching out to all the masses to I thought you were putting that number in.
I was texting them
to request this thing within an inch of their life, right? Like I want this guy to be like, all right, you can be number 1 as long as you call off the dogs.
Yeah, okay, but here's the thing.
No,
I want him to be like, it's number 1. I want as many people it hasn't been on that much. Other songs are on way more.
See, that's the thing.
And you guys are requesting it 20, 30 times a day, and it's only on like a little bit. So, and make sure you're listening to them and following them on the socials.
Definitely.
So I really appreciate
Kathy Worth is here, says hi. And I don't know if she's saying hi to me or Uncle Paulie. I don't know. It could be one or the other.
Ann says they showed Dr. Myers all flooded out again. Yeah, I mean, like there are areas that have flooding, but it's Florida. It's a swamp. Like the whole thing is always going to flood and it's always going to drain out. Now, obviously, like we feel bad for people that have lost power, but like for us, it was like wind and rain. Like it was
a lot of rain. It wasn't breezy until after the storm moved out. It was more breezy last night after everything passed by than it was.
Yeah, and then we have a sign out front, which is funny because we want to get rid of it anyway. And the wind blows and it's just like banging. Yeah, I want to get rid of that thing.
Yeah, so it's over there.
Bad juju.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever have somebody that you don't want to be friends with anymore because they're mean or like really take advantage of you, and you don't know that you don't know that they unfriended you on Facebook, and then one day you have a friend request from them?
That's weird. That's some weird shit.
Today,
Kathy Worth says hi to all, and
my birthday was last week. Did you call? No.
That is the number to request Doug Gear at US 41 Radio. Fantastic guy, fantastic opportunity for local talent, fantastic entertainment. This guy just started his own radio station, and
he lost his job, right?
Yeah, and he just started his own radio station. I'm like, who does that? And he's like, well, I had to, right? And I think it's inspirational, and I'm glad to be, part of it, and I'm glad to promote the station, and I hope everybody listens to it.
Ann said hi all, and Uncle Paulie said hi there to Ann because they are our pals. Because everybody's a pal. You come to this podcast, you come a couple times, you make a couple comments, and bam, you've got a whole bunch of friends. These people are friends with each other. They all support each other's businesses. Well, as a matter of fact, we're going to plug right now Rugworthy.
Oh, Rugworthy.
Do it.
Rugworthy.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Rugworthy is Kathy's business that she has with her son helping out. And they make latch hook, like pillows,
and rugs, keychains,
rugs, whatever, all kinds of stuff.
We bought 3 pillows from her so far.
Yeah.
So far. I'm going to buy more this year, obviously.
It's one of my favorite items.
Yeah.
Because it was special. It was handmade. Tracy says, we should, Kathy, let us know where people can find you and how.
Sorry. Yeah. Kathy. So Rugworthy is on Facebook, and it's WIRTHY. Just
WIRTH.
Yes. And Tracy says that is weird. Is it a fake account or friend request?
That's what I thought.
First it's their real account. And I knew right away, but I knew right away because they had a bunch of mutual friends. All of my friends that I introduced.
Yeah, but did you defriend, or did they defriend?
They must have, because I didn't. I was just like, So I don't know.
Wasn't there a last name situation there?
I'm telling you,
it's the same.
It's
account?
the exact same account,
right.
because the same people that they became friends with that don't go on Facebook are their Facebook friends now.
I gotcha.
And I know that there's people that would not have accepted their friend request that they did talk to. So not that listen, I connect people all the time. That's
She's
like I love to bring people together. That's my favorite thing. And sometimes I get voted off the fucking island.
Yeah.
It sucks. And maybe sometimes I have let people be awful to me for far too long, and then it doesn't work out, and then they I've had this happen several times. Tell me if you've ever had this happen. You have people that you introduce them to one another, or you have people that mutually know you, and one of them has a problem with you and talks shit to the other one, and the other person never even asked you your side. It just goes that way. You ever had that happen?
No,
I've had this happen.
That's bitchy stuff. That's bitch stuff.
Women are the worst. Well, it's actually not. Well, in my case, it's primarily women, but that's happened. It's actually been all women that have done that. Where not all, but mostly, that I have been there for someone or done something for someone, and really tolerated a bunch of nonsense that I never should have tolerated. Shame on me.
Yeah.
And that they have turned on me and fucking. Yeah, and encouraged other people. And I would never do that. I would just be like, if you want to believe that, you can believe that. If you want to ask me, I will tell you. There's that too.
Now I want to know all the people that you were talking about.
I have a whole list. Most of them related to. So there was that. Okay, so Keanu Reeves is trending.
Everybody likes Keanu.
Oh my god, he's like the patron saint of the world now. Like, how did that happen? Like,
well, I think it goes.
One day he's Bill and Ted's, and then the next day he's like the portrait of kindness and the Zen of Hollywood. And I think it was probably The Matrix that did it. But I thought this was really cute because he was on Drew Barrymore. I don't know when this is, and I think it's a terrible show, but
we love her. And then she started doing the show. It was not a vehicle for her.
I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
I don't know. No, because if you're a lover, you got to be a fighter.
How so?
You have to fight for love. If you're a lover, you have to be a fighter. You have to be willing to fight.
I think you got to have. That's a passion trait.
And I thought that was really good. And I don't know if you guys could even hear the audio on that, but we gave
hopefully
it a
you could.
Okay, so apparently, there's two things that are funny or not funny. The market has crashed today. I think this is the time to run out and buy a bunch of stocky stocks. And also, perhaps you should follow Paul Pelosi's trades because he's made a lot of fucking money and they have to disclose them.
Don't make any investments without reading your prospectus.
Yes.
You got to put some lingo in there because.
And despite the fact that I did previously hold my financial securities licenses, I am not making you advice as a professional.
And she's also baked
off my fucking ass. But buy low, sell high. Hello. The Pelosi's have done very well, and insider trading maybe, and corruption. So what you should do if you want to, if you have some extra cash laying around,
insinuation
is spend. Would you not like?
You're just saying that maybe they're skilled investors that study and have time on their hands to study, and they're very good at what they do.
Okay.
Or it could be insider trading.
The other thing so there's two things that are interesting about it. Hashtag Kamala crash is trending.
Oh,
People
yeah.
Are saying it's impacting. And
about 2 weeks after Trump took credit for the good stock market, now everybody's hopping on the Kamala crash. It's a bunch of bull crap.
If you say so, but it's trending. And also trending is that 11 hours ago, the following platforms were experiencing technical issues: Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, Vanguard, E-Trade, and Fidelity.
Yeah, because everybody's freaking out. They're like, "Oh shit, I got to check my balance."
I think that
or they're making a trade.
I think that for all of those sites to go down at the same time, I think there was federal involvement in shutting them down because they didn't want the fucking market to crash. Or there. You don't have 9 network platforms all go down at the same exact fucking time and not have some sort of collusion.
That's possible, but it's also possible that the word of the crash or market corrections or whatever was happening, that everybody flocked to those accounts to do something, and then they went down.
That all 9 crashed.
It's kind of like when you're at an event.
All 9 crashed.
It's entirely possible.
All 9.
They might be on the same goddamn server. You don't know.
All 9. Tracy said we could hear. Trace, Kathy says listening and working here, and she says there's been a lot of report of China planting malware. Maybe, maybe not. She said still don't know enough yet. I don't know that I would believe it if they said China planted malware. I think that they blame a lot of things in other countries that we do.
Can we just? It's all about perspective. If you are going to think, oh, it's this deep state something or other, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could be traffic. It could be shitty programming. It could be volumes. It could be the storm.
And I'm saying the fact that 9 networks went down at the same time is incredibly suspect.
Could be malware.
And it seems unlikely. What is the Chinese government like? What is the Chinese government? How do they stand to benefit by crashing 9 of our sites when our American stock market is crashing? You have to follow the money. Who benefits by stopping people from dumping stock? Corporations and the American government.
I'm not saying that your theory is bad. I'm just saying that we have to weigh all theories equally.
And I have weighed the theories equally. I have considered.
Okay, so you have come up with
my conclusion.
a hypothesis.
You are welcome to draw whatever conclusion you want.
All right.
But my conclusion, having considered all of the facts that I currently have,
Yes.
which is in consideration of the fact that there could be a malware attack.
Yes.
There could be a power outage. There could be too many users at the same
Rat
time.
chewed the cord.
And the overwhelming glaring item is that 9 networks went down at the same fucking time. 9.
Sounds malicious.
9.
Malicious. I do think a rat could have chewed a cord somewhere, a cable.
Tracy says, still don't know enough yet. I don't disagree with that statement either. And she said they're all in trouble and they know it. Sell. The problem with the sell is that then they cut jobs. So it's, we have this thing where like we're, instead of the free economy, we fuck with the economy and it doesn't work properly because of it, because we fuck with it. That's not capitalism. It's a whole thing. I highly suggest reading Adam Smith, The Invisible Hand. Little known fact, I have a degree in economics, graduated with honors. Member of Omicron Epsilon Delta, motherfuckers. What's that?
I'd like some invisible hands sometime.
You'd need some invisible hands. So I do want to talk about the Juggalo movie that we watched today.
This was because
don't tell them the whole story. Just tell them to watch it because we can talk about it tomorrow because it's already 9:39.
It's already late. But I will say this: we've been kind of weighing our future of the podcast and how to be more successful and how we were kind of getting down about it and how so we've been looking for a little bit of inspiration. And the name of the thing, is it on a Netflix thing?
It's on Amazon Prime. So
Amazon Prime
Video.
It's called American Juggalo.
Amazing.
And we've talked about the Insane Clown Posse and things like
we'll
that.
talk about it more tomorrow.
It really it was inspirational and it covered all the bases. It kind of covered a lot of the politics. It covered the music. It covered.
But this is a really interesting case. Watch it. It's not just about the Juggalos and their music. It's about their involvement with the FBI and the FBI putting them on a gang list, and for like basically no reason other than like it's a whole thing. Watch it.
And it's
like if you are concerned about constitutional rights, watch it. If you're concerned about censorship, watch it. If you're a person, watch it. If you like Fago, watch it. If you want to see some titties, watch it because there's titties too.
Oh yeah.
And you might even see a butthole. I don't remember seeing one, but there was a lot. There was a lot. Oh, there were some butts, but and some titties, but that was it.
But not a lot. Not butts and titties.
So I definitely recommend watching that. The other thing we watched this weekend.
I forget.
What's the other thing we watched? Sorry. We watched the Juggalos.
You watch a cooking show?
We watched Coach.
Oh, Coach. I don't know. Underrated sitcom.
Not underrated. Amazing.
Kind of parts of it are kind of dumb and but some of the writing and the physical humor and the interactions is unbelievable.
Okay, but we were watching something. We watched the Juggalos, and there was something else we watched that somehow. Oh, the Joe Rogan thing. Oh my God, the Rogan Comedy Hour.
Brand new Rogan special.
Please watch it. It's on Netflix. I'm telling you, like I fucking love Rogan. He's a Massachusetts guy. I watch his show all the time. He's absolutely amazing. I didn't think it was his best stand-up special. He seemed like a little nervous, but it was great. It was hilarious. But I'm telling you, if you
everything
watch,
you see on the show,
all like my jokes, like Rogan, are you watching my podcast?
He might be
stealing my see, like I'm not I think he's a good guy. I don't think that he would do that, but like it's the whole thing about the aliens, ass-eating aliens, the whole thing about monster dongs, like everything, the trans and loving everybody. It was like everything.
It was
me. He was talking
eerie.
about how he's constantly looking at dicks on his computer and he sends pictures of dicks to his wife. And I'm like, that's what I do.
There was a lot of it.
It was to the point where it was creepy. Like, am I Joe Rogan?
Wait,
Are we all one and the same?
A lot of people think that Joe Rogan has toxic masculinity. You have toxic?
I definitely have
toxic masculinity.
I definitely have toxic masculinity. I probably have more of it than Rogan. I think Rogan, and I think he's just a great guy. I think he's an honorable person. I think the world needs more people like him. Go ahead.
Kathy says she loves Coach. There's just little bits of that, like the trouble that they get themselves. It's like old classic sitcom stuff.
I forgot to hashtag Rogan. We're gonna have to talk about this again
All
tomorrow.
right, we'll talk more about it. But yeah, I love the sitcom as a format. I hate stupid sitcoms, and Coach is kind of a stupid sitcom, but also very, very well written and funny. It was
great show.
It was
great
Luther
show.
Van
But
Dam.
it's 9:42, so we should definitely have to make sure we work through the comments. And Ann says, I watched Rogan, but not the whole thing. Yeah. Did you notice the similarities? And although it was funny because I said to Tracy, I was like, hey, look at Jess's page. Like, does that look familiar? And she's like, no, I don't see it. And I'm like, oh, okay. But you did. You're like, oh, you're doing the same thing we are.
Yeah.
But listen, there's room out there for everybody. You guys do your thing.
Because everybody's different. Everybody has
hope it works out for you better than it's worked out for us. And then, so, okay, let me just make sure we cover the hashtags. And then we can do our stuff. And tomorrow we'll cover more stuff. We try to cover current events. We try to keep up on what's going on in our lives. We like to hear about what's going on in
Uncle
your
Polly
lives.
says, where the hell is everybody? I know Bob was here earlier. Matt was here earlier.
Maybe they didn't like
but
the
he was
story.
at work, I think, or something.
I don't know.
But they missed out on the cucumber and they missed out on the.
Did they though? Jennifer Garner is trending. Here's the thing that's funny about that. She's training for Elektra in some like Marvel movie.
Okay.
And so she's like training all day, all night, and everybody loves Jennifer Garner. And so also Ben Affleck was trending. So I was like, oh, did they get back together? Like, what's going on? Because I heard that Jennifer Lopez and Affleck are having problems. I don't know if they're still married. I don't know what the deal is. But Garner, her name is trending, and I looked up, and it's because she's training. And Ben Affleck is also training, and it's trending, and it's just because anytime she trends, he's in a trend.
Oh yeah.
You imagine like your wife, like your ex-wife is a badass, and everybody loves her.
Everybody loves her,
and you have to get her every time you turn on fucking Twitter.
Ask Federline about that.
Oh, I don't like him. And
Kathy says she's at home alone, or that's where everybody is. That's what.
Probably.
And
then
enough of the storm.
Clarence Thomas is trending. Apparently, he may have taken some gifts or something that are questionable.
There's
and
some
by the way,
shit going
here's another thing that happened today. This internet streamer guy went to visit Trump, brought him a fucking Rolex and a Cybertruck with the wrap of the portrait from the day that he was shot. And I don't think you're allowed to take that kind of gift. I don't think you're supposed to do that. But
as a candidate, I don't know. That's interesting.
I don't know. Well, the guy's not. If the guy was like a senator or something, I don't know how that works. I don't know.
I know Trump is involved in it in some way, but they are putting that image on the assassination attempts on the sneakers, and they're giving a whiskey glass that has like a bullet in it.
Okay.
Like that, and it's like warped thing. I don't know if that's in the best taste when that guy got killed.
Well, the other guy got killed. That's true. But I would like. Here's the thing about it. I would ask myself, what would Corey want? What would the Compatore family want? And he was a big Trump supporter, and I know that the family is devastated that he is gone, but I think that they are in full support of Trump, and they certainly are glad that he was not killed that day. And of course, they don't. It's a terrible.
Glad he was not killed.
Thing. It's a terrible thing. But like we have to. I mean, it's a difficult situation and a terrible thing, and we joke about everything around here. So who's the fuck to say? I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think there's lines of good taste.
Yes, and we do not follow those. We just read an hour-long conversation with ChatGPT.
Yeah, but who are we? We're nobodies.
That's lightning.
Yeah.
Okay, so also Fortnite is having a Five Nights at Freddy version. So Five Nights at Freddy.
It's 5 nights, not Fortnights.
No,
I know. That's what it's like a name. I was playing off on the name.
okay, Five Nights at Freddy is like a series and it was scary and kids watched it. I know Nolan got like
it
really
was like a
freaked out by it.
game or something. Yeah.
And then there's a Fortnite game and they're gonna put them together. That's like the thing. And there was a sneak peek of it out and the kids are all
Oh,
crazy.
I bet they're going nuts for that.
And so if you know a kid, you can just be like,
If you know a
what are
kid,
those things.
just bring it up in conversation and look like the cool
Plymouth
uncle.
was trending because there was all kinds of like violence in Plymouth in the UK, and all I could think of is Plymouth, Mass, which is funny because on our imaginary road trip that I have planned,
We're going to Plymouth.
we're going to Plymouth
Thanksgiving.
for Thanksgiving, and I'm going to cook Thanksgiving for all of my friends. We're renting an oceanfront house. Actually, I think we went with the Marshfield house. We talked about Plymouth.
Yeah,
but
we talked about
we're going to have all of our friends over.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of you have families, but it's okay because we need to hit the road on Black Friday, which
That's
is
right.
funny because we
So
moved
you're
to
out.
Florida
Eat something
on
and
Black
you're out.
Friday. We moved to Florida on Black
We
Friday.
did.
So what we're going to do is the day before Thanksgiving, have all of our friends over, and then they're
Yeah.
going to be like, "Damn, our Thanksgiving sucks."
Yeah,
That
and then
bitch
you
didn't
send
cook
you
a
off to
Thanksgiving.
your your regular Thanksgiving.
Because I'm telling you, I'm
It's
not
gonna
good
suck.
at much, but fucking Thanksgiving, your girl can drop a mic. Like I'm fucking good.
20 pages of notes.
I give
I
good
still have the
turkey.
notes somewhere. I think I saved them.
I get good turkey. I get good head. You can only have one of the two.
If you only know how to retrieve a carrot, you'd be all set.
I don't have to retrieve the carrot. You got it out all by yourself and then ate it.
I took a nap.
Okay. That's all I have for hashtags.
That's a lot.
And Polly says it's okay. For some reason, I'm wore out.
Well, you had to go through this whole tropical storm thing.
The
It's-
storm
it's-
yesterday
You're
was.
traveling all over the place to
Okay.
Georgia, Cartersville.
We will talk. And Uncle Polly says, and I watched. And then Ann says, I've watched him do it a long time. They'd have hurt him more than they already have. Truth gets you hurt, girl. True. Okay, so I will say this. I do want to talk about parasites. I am currently treating parasites, but I want to mention this. If you have health issues that flare around the full moon or the new moon, it's possible that you have parasites. I'm currently using black walnut as an herbal tincture of black walnut that I bought off Amazon. I think it's Secrets of the Tribe is the brand, but I could be wrong about that.
Secrets.
We will talk
Of
more about
the
that,
tribe.
but that's part of the reason why I have pooped. So I'm excited, and here
Nice.
comes the lightning. But supposedly we're having this from the Aztec calendar. We're having, or the Egyptian calendar. It's this lion's mane portal. It's
Okay.
opening.
It's like
And
the flea
so
stacks.
It's like a thing of like a new world. Listen, it's some hippie bullshit. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's right.
We
I
don't
may
know.
be crazy. And it just may be a lunatic.
Oh,
you're
no, we're
looking
not.
for.
No, okay.
Okay, not the
go ahead.
So they're saying that a whole new world is opening. So what they want, and I've heard like 3 of these gurus say this
Okay,
now.
all right,
So
all right.
guru it up
Guru.
if you've got nothing better to do. They want you to sit down with a piece of paper, ideally, but if you must do it on your device, and say, because the Lionsgate portal is opening, by August 8th,
It's like this week.
all of this, the universe is aligning perfectly for me.
Yes.
I will have received
Oh, you're
all
going to
of the
receive.
following things.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much. I am so grateful now that I am healthy. Now that my husband has gotten the carrot out of his ass. Now that
Didn't
I
happen.
am wealthy. Now that I am surrounded by
Now
people
that
who
everybody's
love
going to
me.
request my song to
Now that Doug's-
239-314-4104. Thank you.
Now that my album is platinum and touring the
make
country.
some money.
They've suggested writing that down, and I don't see any harm in it. Like
Hey,
it's like a little prayer.
Can't hurt.
Even if you're like a religious fanatic watching this podcast, you're horrified by everything that I have said tonight. It's like a prayer. You're just writing it down.
Yeah.
Just like a
Like a prayer.
prayer.
I'll take it back.
I didn't know which verse you were going to go with.
I don't. Yeah, I
Um,
didn't either.
And then, so what could you have done better today? This is always a question we ask because we're trying to get better all the time.
And Tracy has a statement. I could have taken a few more breaks today, but honestly, I thought I would have lost power earlier in the day. Yes. So now you are still without power. I'm gathering.
What you should do is make a sign for yourself because that's one thing that you constantly tell us is that you should take a break. So maybe make a sign or get a Kit Kat bar and post it in front of your computer so you know take a
Yeah.
break.
Or power up some batteries or something. And Ian says, I also saw they were thinking about going to a 13-month calendar with 28 days.
Well, that would be nice. I've seen a lot of people suggest that for a long time. I don't imagine that's going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, then they're going to
Unless
print
we all
some
drop
stuff.
out of society and make a hippie commune. So today, what could you have done better?
What could I have done better? I could have awoken earlier. I could have saunted. I did not sauna today. I could have worked a little bit more on my project today. I could have, yeah, I know. I think in all, I think I did a pretty good job.
Yeah, me
today.
too. I was
Yeah.
having all these stomach cramps and pooping and Epsom salt bath and taking supplements and just trying to distract myself. And maybe I should have taken cannabis oil earlier in the day. I just took it for the podcast because at one point I thought that we might go to the beach, but I was I wasn't even feeling up to it. I couldn't even stand.
Polly says there's a big ass thunderstorm coming in.
Yeah, we're seeing it.
Well, we can see it, but that's Northport, right up there. That's where Polly is. Isn't that where Polly is? There's something over there.
It sounded like fireworks.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so
yeah, but I don't know where our thunderstorms are because there's nothing over here. It's up, and I don't think the thunder we're here is from
maybe
Northport.
we're just hearing it from there.
Maybe.
And then it's like fireworks over there or something. Something sizzling, firecrackers. I swear to God, somebody was in the bushes before. He's gonna get eaten by a snake. What are you guys thankful for? We do gratitude every night. I'm gonna read Tracy's while Doug goes explores. This is how the white dude gets killed in the horror movie. Trace says, I'm thankful for you both. I'm thankful for Elio's Pizza for dinner.
Elio's.
It's not good for you, but I needed something fast in case we lost
power.
power. I'm thankful Beck is home tonight and sleeping soundly next to me. Oh,
so nice.
And
we should keep it down.
And I'm thankful that I'm getting this stupid, annoying thing out of my eye because it is driving me crazy already. What's in your eye, girl? Are you okay?
Probably her. It's probably a carrot.
I hope you don't put it in there after it was in someone's butt. You'll get pink eye.
You get pink eye.
We eat pizza all the time, but we get the cauliflower pizza from Costco.
Yeah,
it's really good. And Uncle Paulie says, "Yup, there
it is, baby.
Whoop, there it is.
There it is. It's still like, look, and our friends in Alcazar, Georgia, is right in the middle of that hurricane-shaped blob of crap. She's also thankful for Doug's MTV shirt, which is actually a watermelon.
Target. It's not a watermelon. It's a cactus.
It's a watermelon.
It's a cactus.
Oh, I always thought it was a watermelon.
Why would you think that's a cactus?
It looks like a watermelon.
They're pricks.
Oh, is that why you bought it? Because I'm a prick.
Sometimes you are, but
multiple prick.
Target. It was like 12 years ago.
It's an old shirt. I love it.
So we are so thankful for all the people that have watched the podcast, came to the podcast.
Request my song repeatedly across the day.
Y'all, we've been struggling, and we're here to build other people up. But sometimes we need help too. So if you could support the podcast, tell your friends, tell your enemies, share it, support the music. Like, just it takes 2 seconds to be like kind to your sad friends. Maybe share a clip from our podcast. I have been the Juggalo movie really encouraged us today, but I have been feeling really burnt out. I haven't been able to do any of the social media. I have every time I try to do social media, something will come on that will like really upset me, and I end up having to like stop and like do breathing exercises and meditate and journal because it's been freaking me out so much because of mean people, but it is what it is. So there's 212 people watching over on Twitter X people.
212.
Join
Look at that.
Community. Yeah. These people will be your friends and follow us on the socials. We're on everything. There's a bunch of clips on TikTok.
If
Facebook,
I could get
YouTube,
all of those 212 people to request my song, I'd be #1 next week.
Yeah, you guys could just like send a text right now.
Yeah, you could.
Okay, so I want to thank all the people that come night after night.
I would like to thank you for an entertaining evening. Friendship for everyone.
Paul Hamlin, Kathy Worth, Todd White. Oh my God, I'm glad Todd was here because there was something that he would have thought was hilarious.
His birthday, I think.
Is it?
Or yesterday, or
oh my God, I'm not even paying attention. Zany Mom, happy birthday, Todd. If I had known, I would be paying attention. I would be singing happy birthday. I'm the worst. Right. Zany Mom, Lorraine, Mary Marvelous, Jules, Cheryl, Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Jess, Virtue Rich, Tracy, Paul, Anne, Kathy. I don't know if Justin's there, but hey, Justin, sorry that we're horrifying. And Anne, Jess, Trace, Hookah Bob.
Hookah was here for
Matt
a bit.
was here. Jen Corey was here briefly. You guys, Cindy, you guys make our fucking day. You're the most amazing people on the planet.
We look forward to it.
Listen, we have been so burnt out and not feeling good about it, but we've come, the people that come night after night, we owe it to you guys. We love you so much. Everybody's wishing Todd a happy birthday, even though he's not here.
Awesome. Thank you, Paul, for he's gonna request a song.
Do it like 5 times a day.
Yeah, the number's up on this chat.
Have you listened to the album yet? What do you like? What do you not like? Let us know.
That's awesome. Happy birthday, Todd, from Tracy. And Tracy says, you make our fucking day, which, hopefully we can get a little bit more people to make their day. And I think
our followers have gone up on all the platforms, but the people that engage really haven't. And our followers, like, if you have followers that don't engage, it doesn't mean anything. But the followers that you have that do engage really do help you. And it's a whole thing.
There is a teeny bit though, like it's like
don't
if
know
we
what
got
to do.
like too big, like we wouldn't have this that kind of for lack of a better word, intimacy that we have with our
we like
folks
the
here. And
intimacy, but we want to
and
have
we
it.
miss people that don't show up. Like we haven't seen Platty in a while.
I'm worried about Platty.
Courtney's kind of fallen off a little bit.
Courtney, Robert,
Nicole came for Jackbox the other night.
Randall,
Randy, haven't heard
like
from
there's
Randy.
a lot of people that haven't been here, and I don't know. Maybe we should take it personally. Maybe we fucked up. I don't know.
Every once in a while we get like the Stephen Garber. We get some of those. Oh, and Killing comes a lot.
Killing has been coming a lot, but the bottom line is we're here to support you guys as much as we can. We want to make the podcast the best we can. We've been a bit burnt out on it because it's not making the traction I would like it to make, and I've gotten some really awful comments from people, and I'm not in like the best place like mentally. Like I've got a lot of shit going on. I've been sick for like almost 12 years and 12 years.
Yeah,
No, it's about
in
11.
October.
11.
Yeah,
Maybe 11 in October. It's 11 in October that I've been sick, and family drama and financial stressors, and I just. So when people say my hair smells like feet, or that I'm a bad person, or that I'm ugly, or whatever fucking shit they want to say, it really gets to me.
Look,
and I can't even go on social media except all day. I sit there catatonic, trying to distract myself, and then I do the podcast.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
So, I didn't want to do it tonight, but here we are.
But we did, and you look lovely, and your
Was it a
hair
good one?
smells nice. I thought it was very funny. I thought it was funny, and I'm the guy that had random vegetables stuck in his anus, which didn't happen. And I also had erectile dysfunction. I had a chicken fetish,
You do all kinds
a bunch
things.
of stuff. So if I can withstand that kind of scrutiny,
I am grateful that we don't take ourselves too seriously around here.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you.
I'm grateful for you as
I'm
well.
grateful for snacks. I'm grateful for iced tea. I'm grateful for ChatGPT because I was able to use it for some help stuff today. And yeah. And Trace says it is a great pod tonight. Oh, thanks, girl.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Just one thing I wanted to just remind everyone: whenever you see a social media person, I love the likes. Thank you so much. However, we only really get credit if you give a love or a laugh. So whenever you want to support
laugh, that's what you got to
creator,
remember.
you remember live, laugh, love, because that's what they need. We live, and like obviously, we're still trying to figure out if like part of the problem is the fact that we were doing so good for a while there, and everybody was calling us to tell us how awesome music was and how awesome the podcast was, and it's kind of like leveled out. Is that why we're depressed?
Yeah, did we peak?
But I still think that there was government collusion on those banks.
Well, it's entirely possible. So gratitude.
We just did.
We did all that stuff.
I did mine. You
I was grateful for. I was. I didn't.
5 things.
5 things. Easy lunch today for cooking. No dinner tonight per se, which was nice because I didn't have to clean up anything. But I did make you one of those bananas. I was grateful for that. You did not eat all the banana. That I got some of the leftover.
We had bananas for dinner tonight.
I'm grateful that I got the content for my project, which I was waiting to find out what was going on with that. So I'm grateful for that because it's money, and grateful that I interacted with my son today. He sent me a picture of him in his uniform from the job that I had never seen him in uniform for. So that was I was grateful for that. So and I was grateful that the storm was not too bad for any of our friends.
I was not included in this photo exchange. Whichever
It was this
kid
morning.
that is.
That was my.
Why the fuck are you leaving me out again? Might like not
Maybe
existent. Stacy Invisible. Don't you think I would tell you how handsome you look, motherfucker?
Yeah, you usually do. You usually do. So that was that.
Be nice to yourself.
Well,
She's nice to you.
I have a regret. I regret
What's that?
talking about that because
Why?
it got you all upset.
Didn't get me upset, but I do feel left out a lot of the time, and I would
usually
like.
I show you, but he did have a funny today. He said that something about Tropical Storm Debbie was we went back and forth, and I forgot what I said that Debbie was moving out or had moved out overnight, and he said Debbie Downer, and it was
It was hilarious, actually.
So Paul says, "Damn, banana peanut butter sandwich, yum." Actually, I take bananas and roll them in coconut sugar and fry them in butter and put walnuts and
Nut butter
and little pieces of this flourless chocolate cake that we have.
When he says nut butter, that's not what he means. It's almond butter because I'm allergic to peanuts. You weirdo.
Well, I'm glad you're not allergic to the other nut butter. So that's it. All right. So we'll see you manana.
Love you guys.
Stay safe, stay dry, and I hope your power comes back on, Trace.
And buy some stock and cut me a commission
or do whatever. All right. We'll
and
see you.
treat your parasites.